everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome and bienvenue to the Q&A. Oh yeah, I have a camera on myself.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah.
This is me. This is what I look like.
Real
we are
time
here-
superimpose yourself onto this chair.
I mean, I sort of can. Hang on.
that was
Good
a
game.
joke.
Last time we played Hang On, Bloodworth.
Hang on.
Yeah, when's the last time?
When's the last time I played it? I don't
always
know.
forget how to do this, though.
Loser.
Yeah, I don't know when I
okay.
played it last either. Probably some Yakuza game.
There I am.
Oh, that's a good one.
Super.
Probably
Talk and introduce this shit.
7.
This is the Q&A. Patrons Q, we A.
Yeah, that's true, Bloodworth. That is, yeah.
Yeah. This is the $10 tier on patreon.com/easyallies. Get to submit questions for this monthly session as we get in there. What's happened?
He's very short
He's very short.
today for some reason.
I'm short.
Short
I
humor.
work with giants.
That's not true.
It doesn't matter that like people constantly repost the video of our heights. It still like surprises people.
Yeah,
Like
that's
when
true.
we did the Huber syndrome or who we hyped with the Zelda.
Y'all are really tall.
Everyone was like, "What's happening?" And that video made the rounds again. Is Huber
There.
short? No.
I'm average.
Yeah, you're probably average, right?
5'10" is average. I'm 5'10" and
You're
a
like-
half.
Middle
Average Andy.
us. Was I moving that with a mouse scroll? No, I was moving it with a jog wheel on the switcher.
Jog wheel.
Java wheel.
Yeah.
This jot is hilarious.
This is part 1 of the Q&A. We're going to be reading through these. Then we're going to do phase 2,
Yeah,
which
hot
is
mics.
hot mics, where people call in
Yeah.
live. We'll be talking to Patreon.
Hell
From our
yeah.
Discord.
From our Discord, that's right.
Which you can get into
Yeah,
if you're a
so-
patron.
To explain that, to prep that, go to I don't know if I can cut away from this. Whatever, I'll just keep it.
Cut away.
Go to the Patreon or the Discord if you want to be in the live show later, probably in like an hour or less. And if you're in the $10 or up tiers, you can be live. Call in for hot mics. We got this zesty new beautiful logo for hot mics. Thanks, Gabby, for doing that.
What's
Heck
the
yeah.
best zesty food?
Zesty?
Zesty?
Yeah.
Zesty.
It's a
Yeah.
natural, zesty enterprise.
Man.
Some kind of like lemon something. Is that zesty?
Zesty.
Is pizza
mean-
zesty?
I think lemon zest is literally
Hmm.
a thing.
I always think of Mexican food.
Zesty. Okay. I like that. Like
With
a
some
burrito.
like sauce on it, yeah.
Some
zest.
wet
Yeah,
burrito.
it's weird.
Mediterranean
because
is very zesty.
You're right. You do call like like the
Lemon.
shavings off of citrus zest,
Yeah.
but then like when you say zesty, I kind of think like a little bit spicy, but not that much.
Yeah.
Weird.
Enchiladas.
I think more
Yeah.
savory. Yeah.
You're all crazy. Anyway,
Yeah. I don't know what's happening.
No, I'm the shortest.
is that TV on in there? Can you see these questions?
I see questions.
All right, well, go.
Yeah, let's do it. Huber, you said you were going to read this, so let's go, dude.
Oh, I am.
Yeah, you said.
Read it before you read it though, because
He
we don't
doesn't
want to
have
get caught off
glasses
guard
on.
with
All
something
right,
that we
name first
shouldn't
though,
answer.
right? Name
Name
first.
first.
Alexander Zurianov. What up?
Always
Alexander.
first. I don't know
Yeah.
how.
Hello, allies. If you were playing Redfall on Trash Babies for the first time, would you trash it or treasure it?
Trash.
We'd probably treasure it.
I
What?
think for the brief amount of time,
hated
would
that.
I would feel hope still, kind of.
Yeah.
If we only played it for an hour, yeah.
Yeah.
I would
think
be
we
like, okay,
treasure
it could get
Yeah.
better.
And the expectations on Trash Babies is you're going to play a piece of trash.
Yeah.
So your expectations are so low,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
I w-
So I might treasure it.
in defense of my beloved show, Trash Babies, I just want to say, kind of in defense of something we're about to shoot today, the requisite is just 60 or less on Metacritic.
59.
60 or less, but it doesn't mean that the game is automatically trash. We're deciding if it's a diamond in the rough. We trash or treasure, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
like some of the games are good, like Barbie Horse Adventure,
Barbie Horse Adventure is a legitimately good game.
fucking great.
Yeah.
It just reviewed poorly. People didn't get it. They
Yeah.
weren't ready.
Nice.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, one of you is in charge.
No,
and
next
you
up.
read
Next,
the
no, I,
next
ju- I was,
one.
I was
Alright,
waiting.
okay,
I
okay,
didn't know you were
alright.
done. I didn't
No,
know you were
no,
done. I got
I'm
this.
finished.
RF Switch. Greetings, allies. So, comma, before Tears of the Kingdom consumed my soul, comma, I was neck deep in RE4 Remake, comma, as one does, comma, and I had a thought. I really like the comma usages there. Bloodworth, always make sure. Does Blood do the same to you, Brad? The comma after and
He loves the
comma?
I
Oxford
usually get
comma.
that,
Yeah.
don't I, Bloodworth?
loves it.
Yeah, you don't usually have much problem with Oxford. comma.
Loves
Yes.
it. Yeah, love it.
I have other problems.
I had to like change. I had to like adapt that. I was merely born in the darkness. With so many great remakes and remasters lately that have gone above and beyond, what are things you love about revised versions of games? Moreover, what are things you wish would be done away with or improved with remakes and remasters? Love and respect. RF Switch. Definitely a case-to-case basis. You know, depends on the level of remake or remaster we're getting. Depends on the distance between the remake and the game as well. Like Resident Evil is such a good example because like Resident Evil 2 came out in, 99.
Right.
And then the remake was like 2020 whatever. So it's like 20 years.
2018 or 19?
Yeah.
2019?
2018? Has it been that
2019?
long
I think
already?
it's
Oh my
19.
God. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Is like when you see that level of remaster, or like Final Fantasy VII, it's just
Totally different game. But
it's like seeing these things, sort of like as you imagine them in a way. Whereas, yeah, you get to the more modern ones like Dead Space or Last of Us, and it's like, okay, well, it looks how I remember it, but actually it's a lot better. Same thing with
Yeah.
Metroid Prime Remaster. Like that game is freaking gorgeous.
yeah.
But it's like it takes that moment to like look back at the original Metroid Prime and be like, oh, like they really did do a lot here. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I think Dead Space is a really good example of what I love about like what you can do with a remake, because one of the biggest things is the zero gravity. So that game is like so similar to the original. Obviously, they've expanded the story a little bit here and there. They've added like the little like puzzle type things.
Yeah.
Barely tweaked it, but like just implementing the mechanics from the later games retroactively into it, I think is just a fun way to do it.
Something I'd like to see improved with remasters / remakes is including the original version of the game. Also,
Yes.
I would love
That's
if
my
every
biggest-
remake
biggest
just
one.
had the original in there too.
Yep.
Like,
Love
even
that.
Demon Souls, I wish it was just the original in there too.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine being Resident Evil 2 remake and then you unlock like the
Yeah,
original
be
or
so cool.
something, dude?
It'd be great.
I would
Yeah.
love if, like something like Resident Evil in particular, like if you're just like going through the files in an office and you pop out a disc
Yeah.
and it's like, oh, here's the original Resident Evil 2 in
Sick.
the STARS
true.
office.
Love it.
That's a really great idea.
Yeah. All right, RF Switch. Thanks for that question. Good one. Brandon Kagan. Hello, everyone. Inspired by an answer you gave in last month's Q&A, I wanted to ask you what your favorite memory card. I wanted to ask what were your favorite memory card icons if you had / have any. Personally, I liked Gauntlet Dark Legacy for having a slightly moving 3D model of one of the characters, and the Kingdom Hearts games had a rotating picture that had a focus on Sora with blurred companions on one side, while the other side had the focus flipped. Thanks for taking the question, and stay easy, fellow allies.
Best, sorry, I was reading. I'm trying to set up the Family Feud thing for tonight still, because anyway, that's what I'm doing. But the Symphony of the Night had great ones. It had it had a bunch of different ones. It would be a bat sometimes, an eyeball sometimes. And they would
Oh,
animate.
yeah.
It was sick.
That was like in the game actually, right?
Oh,
That
maybe
one?
it was. I thought on the actual memory card they did it too. I guess I don't remember that specific.
Honestly, I don't remember right now.
I'm having a hard time
I'm
remembering.
having a
Yeah, that's the
hard
thing. Like I can remember
time.
I can remember seeing some of them, but like
Yeah.
on the top of my head, like which
What the
ones were
year?
like
I can't pull those right now. Yeah.
But
I
like,
haven't-
But
I
it's the
haven't-
thing. It's what a cool thing for us to even have had, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the fact that they did these little things, you know,
Yeah.
and like it was universal. Like PlayStation had them, Dreamcast had them, GameCube had them,
Yeah.
and
Kids
it's
these days just don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't had a run-in with Psycho Mantis in a while. Otherwise, I would remember some of these. Definitely. Anything?
I can't
Nothing?
remember.
I can't
It's
remember.
been too long since I looked at them.
I'm sorry, Brandon.
Sorry, Brandon.
Apologize. I apologize. Could you scroll down a little bit, Isla, for the name? There you go. Thank you. Robert Lee.
Chat says Chrono Cross and Chrono Trigger had a few, and Silent Hill 2 had the radio, which is cool.
Oh, the
Sick.
PS1 version of Chrono Trigger? I didn't play
Yeah.
that version. I do not remember.
Why can I see like a rotating umbrella symbol? From
Maybe
one of
there
them?
was
Maybe.
one.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
sure.
know.
I'm sure that existed.
Yeah. All right. Robert Lee, good day, allies. If given the opportunity to choose one of the following experiences, which would you prefer and why? There are 4 choices. 1, a supernatural encounter to witness or communicate with a being from the spirit realm. 2, close encounter with extraterrestrial life, coming face to face with a being from another planet. Time slip experience, being inexplicably transported to a different time or era, even if only for a brief period.
No.
Stepping into an alternate reality where it has always been known as the Berenstein Bears.
Yeah.
By the way, has anyone reached a definitive conclusion regarding the Berenstain Bears dilemma? Love and
Yes.
respect.
There was an unidentified mammalian carcass discovered in the Large Hadron Collider. And when that happened, this unidentified mammal, similar to but unidentifiable, a marmot, went into the Hadron Collider. It branched us into a different reality, and now we're in the Berenstain Bears instead of the Berenstein Bears universe. This is real. This is true.
I believe you. I believe every word you ever say, Isla.
I would definitely not want to go to a different time period.
Same, especially if it's random.
No, yeah. If it was future, sure, maybe, but not the past, bro. I would not play well, probably for
Fuck.
the people of the past.
I could see you in some sick
Yeah, I mean,
Shakespeare
random,
play.
Random is,
That'd be
is such a
fun.
dice roll because it's like, was there an ocean here?
Right.
Like,
Also, like, given the nature of like time travel and teleportation and stuff like that, like,
Yeah.
is it also included that you travel with the Earth through space in that time period? Because if you get transported to like 1865, but where you were literally standing, you'd be millions of miles off of Earth in space,
Yeah,
and you would just die.
that would not be good.
So
that's very
It's like
interesting.
when they tried to bring Krillin back with the Dragon Balls, but Namek was already destroyed.
Mm.
it's exactly like
Yeah.
that, dude.
So then if they brought him back, like he would just be floating in space and dead.
I'd choose time travel. I think history's really
shit.
sick, so I would absolutely choose that. Just to see a location. I'm going to believe.
Even if
we're
you
gonna
don't
play
get
loose.
to choose though the spot,
Correct.
they just
I just want
Boom.
to see what life was like at
Hell
a certain
yeah.
period of time and like what's going on, what everything really looks like, what's all this going on. Like
I respect.
I'm
it.
not gonna like just say like, well, I'm gonna get teleported into the ocean. I'm gonna believe
Yeah.
it's gonna take me somewhere recognizable, somewhere I'd understand.
Fuck yeah.
Like you're taking me to fucking London
Yeah.
in the 1800s or some shit.
some Jack the Ripper like Victorian
Yeah.
era. Yeah, sign me up. No question, supernatural encounter, 100%.
What if it's a bad supernatural encounter?
That if it's good or bad, it's a win.
Okay.
Yeah, because like either I get
What?
to talk to some like loved ones or like some people that like couldn't pass on or something.
Yeah, what if you talk to some demon and like scrambles your mind?
then I know it's real and like horror movies just got even better.
But then you're like a potato.
Yeah, that would suck. Just like takes me over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Possession.
Cool.
Yeah. Supernatural encounter. Because like aliens, I feel like, they could be like stupid blobs or something. That wouldn't be fun.
But that's
like
the
a
thing.
mushroom?
That's the thing I was
Yeah.
thinking though. The aliens could be like space puppy.
yeah.
That'd be cool. That'd be
Although
cool.
you'd
have a little
probably
space puppy would be fun.
you would probably contract some kind of horrid space illness because you've never encountered this being before, so they would have all kinds
Yeah.
of germs on them that you
That's
would never.
that's the issue with the time slip too. But
Yeah,
What if it's
true.
a necromorph?
you go there and then you
That's
suddenly like create this mass plague.
Plus, no one would ever listen to you. Like, you'd be like, "I swear to God, I met them. They were really mean."
Fire in the sky.
Yeah. I've already had a supernatural experience, for better or worse. Yeah, I would not want to do time slip. The Berenstain Bears. Anything about leaving my own reality, I'd worry about getting back.
Yeah.
So I guess I'd meet aliens. Yeah, I'd
Nice.
meet the aliens.
Hell yeah. Great question. James Davey. Hey, allies. What was your least favorite subject in school? And do you have any stories regarding them?
Hmm.
Math was my least favorite. Big checkout,
Yeah.
dude, every time. Just looking at this long ass math problem. Like, okay, dude.
Same math. I was always a grade behind in math, so I was like with like the younger kids. Always with math my whole life, and then I did community college first, and math took me the longest. So it was the last class I ever took in community college to like transfer out. So it was like always haunting me.
Yeah, I wish like people were like, I love math. It's like a puzzle. I wish I had that
Yeah,
mentality,
same,
dude.
same.
I could feel that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely math was definitely what I struggled with the most. Like I was just in this weird in between space where it's like, oh, I'm like bored with regular math, but then like in the advanced math, it was like I was always behind everybody else. And it was
Yeah.
just like, yeah.
Yeah, I was a year ahead in math since 5th grade, and I didn't like it.
Must be nice.
No, it was not. Similar to blood, I was like, I mean, I was fine up until like up through trig, and then when I got to calc, I was like, what the fuck even is this?
Yeah. But
This
actually,
is not real.
what was interesting about that scenario though is then I think it was my junior, I think it was senior though. I didn't have an actual math class because I rebelled a bit because they took a period away from us while I was in high school. So like we had started off with like 7 classes and then we went down to 6.
Yeah.
And because we went down to 6, then I had to get rid of one of my art classes.
Ooh.
So then when I was in senior year, since I was ahead in math,
Yeah.
I'm like, screw math this year. I'm taking 2 art classes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well done.
But I did have physics.
Ooh.
And so what was interesting is because again, I was just behind in math all the time, right? But in physics, it was using the math that I'd learned last year, and so it was like I'm up to speed now, and so I get it. Plus, it's like you're doing cool stuff and seeing how things work.
Yeah.
So
That's what. Yeah.
it actually worked out.
That is cool because you can like see it in action.
I sucked ass at physics. Oh my god, I couldn't make it go.
But if I had physics the year before, I probably would have too. That's the thing. It was just because
Yeah.
it was like it was just using the stuff I had in junior year.
Anyone else? Good.
Mm-hmm.
That was James Davey. Koshimitsu, what is something about EZA that you'd like to improve upon? Love and respect.
Oh, good grief.
I'd like to improve upon how all you answer surveys. I want you all to type the exact same thing every time for your answers. There's like
it is.
15
the
entries for
family feud.
everything. Sorry, yeah, I'm going fucking
Love
insane
it.
with this fucking responses.
I'm gonna say global reach.
Global saturation.
Yeah, complete global
saturation.
saturation. That's what I want to improve.
We need to smash through our number ceiling, yeah. For sure. And I mean, we need to make more money.
Money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they need to be
Something-
watching us.
Yeah, but we'd like to have money.
yeah.
Like when we stream, I want the announcement to be like, coming to you live in over 60 countries. Easy
I mean, we are
allies.
doing that.
Yeah, we're probably doing that.
We're in like
60?
I mean,
we're in over
60?
300 countries.
we
I'm
hit
sure.
every country, yeah.
You think someone from every country watches it?
Well, not every time, but
That's
sure.
what I mean. Every time.
All right.
Every single time. The whole world watches.
The last of the stream was
Easy
blocked in
allies.
Russia though because of Gustavo's music.
Oh.
I don't know if Gustavo doesn't like Russia or if Russia doesn't like Gustavo, but
It's probably mutual.
It's probably Naughty Dog, dude. Just look out.
No, it's through the record label or whatever.
Oh, I don't know.
The
RF
local
maybe.
distribution record label.
How about you, Brad?
Improving. I started doing it, so I'm happy, but I want to do more long form content of me just talking like with videos and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
like
Like
Breath
the
of the
Zelda
Wild thing.
video was like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
nice start, and I want to continue
yeah.
doing more stuff like that.
Get it.
Yeah.
Good
We're having
shit.
some fun with formats right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
I don't have a clue like how I'm going to end the Zelda Diaries because I did not anticipate playing
You'll
that whole
just-
game and doing that.
You'll
but,
just know, blood. You'll
but-
just know.
yeah.
You'll feel it, and you'll be like, all right,
I think I'll at least get to 10. I think,
sure.
and that's probably what I'll be like before Summer
good.
Game Fest, and then Summer Game Fest is going to take over.
Yeah,
for
whatever
Sure.
comes in, swoops in.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Screaming Argonaut. Hello, allies. Hope you're doing well and are ready for the impending Key 3 rush.
Pretty ready. Just need to get my sleep schedule back on track. We got some early mornings, and I've been going to bed too late.
Yeah. Last month, I asked you for your earliest Resident Evil memories. This month, in honor of the recent PlayStation Showcase announcements, I'm asking for your earliest memories and or impressions of Metal Gear Solid. including what you thought before and after you played your first game in the series. First time I ever played it was NES, and I didn't even know at the time that it was connected to Metal Gear Solid or anything until
yeah.
like way later.
Mm-hmm.
I played Metal Gear. I always remember like getting on that truck, hiding in the truck, and then it like comes to the base or whatever.
Right.
Played that so much, never finished it till
Was-
like way later.
Was that the demo? Oh, I'm sorry. Are you talking about the original still?
Metal Gear.
Okay,
yeah,
never
Metal
mind.
Some
Gear.
on
Same
NES,
on
yeah.
NES,
Yeah.
Yeah, like that was just like one of those games like we were talking about recently on the podcast and stuff about playing games at other people's houses, right?
Yeah.
And like Metal Gear and Snake's Revenge were just like those games where we would check out for a few hours but didn't ever really like commit to and like make progress in. Metal Gear Solid, like the first, like I don't even think I like really read about it in magazines or anything. I just remember like, again, like going back to like a friend's place or whatever, and them just putting it on, and like they were just like so stoked for it, and like I was just like had no idea what was
Yeah.
happening, and just seeing some of the cutscenes and stuff like
Oh
very
my
early
God.
on. Yeah.
I don't remember if it was the demo or if the game was out, but one of my brother's friends brought it over, and I never heard of it before. I didn't know about the NES games at all or anything like that, and I was just like really surprised. I'm sure a lot of people were by the story presentation.
Yeah.
And like the voice acting and all
Yeah,
that stuff.
yeah, I think that's the thing that stuck out to me. Too.
Yeah.
It's like how much voice acting was
Yeah.
going on. Yeah,
Crazy.
And I think just like, the beginning of the game when you're down below or whatever, you just come out of the water and just like all the tricks you found out you can do, like knocking on the wall and stuff like that. I never played anything like that at the time.
Yeah, nothing like it. So ahead of its time.
Yeah.
Incredible game. Ridiculous.
but yeah, in terms of actually like digging into any of them, like it was like after the PS3 came out when I got the collection that I actually like
Ooh.
played
Played them.
those. Yeah,
Yeah.
when we were in like the hype fest of MGS4 coming.
Oh, yeah.
So many memories. Too many memories of
Too many.
Metal Gear, yeah. My roommate was like going through all of them like
Oh, yeah.
in San Francisco one time, just like playing them all nonstop. Just such a good series. Such a good series to go through like all at once because it's like
Mm-hmm.
you just get in that mindset. The stories are like so detailed.
Is this first memories of MGS?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you got?
I never played one, but my first
Metal Gear Solid or Metal Gear?
Metal Gear Solid one. I mean, obviously I've played most of it now, but like the demo for MGS2, I've talked about this before,
Yeah.
but that came with Zone of the Enders, dude.
Yup.
My friend and I would play that and torture the guys because you could shoot them way more and they would like get all fucked up.
Yeah.
They like toned it down for the game. But yeah, I played the hell out of that, and then I just love 2 to pieces, and then 3 is like one of my favorite games of all time. So
Fuck yeah.
hell yeah. And then 4 I never finished because I got to a 2-hour cutscene in the middle involving a boat coming out of the water, like a submarine,
Arsenal Gear, dude.
and I was like, I gotta
Right.
go. I gotta go.
3?
Love that
Yeah, somewhere in the middle of the game. And then 5, I played most of it, and then you guys literally told me to stop where I was because I was at the end of the good part. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll just stop then.
game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Archon 5 is so weird because again, like that was a time when, especially at game trailers, everything was crazy busy, and then like between everything being crazy busy and like everything going on at GT at the time, I still have that game in shrink wrap.
Which one?
5?
5.
That's so
Wow.
funny.
I played Ground Zeroes
Ground
and
Zeroes
everything,
is
and
so
like
good.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, I played Ground Zeroes.
I
like Ground
love
Zeroes.
Ground
Chico!
Zeroes. Dude, Ground Zeroes is serious. Oh, God. What a great game. So short and so sweet. Ground Zeroes. It's like, I like Ground Zeroes more than all of Phantom Pain. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking.
I mean, yeah.
I'm not even joking.
Not-
Ground Zeroes is fucking awesome.
Not too crazy.
That's funny.
Alrighty. Next. Garrett.
Whole fish.
Fish. Has Huber ever reserved time at a track to satisfy his old racing itch? If not, has he considered doing it for a fundraiser stretch goal?
Don't encourage that.
Last time I was on a track was Irwindale. They have a racetrack up there. It's more of like a straightaway quarter-mile situation. You can just pull up, pay like $10-20 to race. And I've told this story before. You can bring any car you want. So, I mean, people roll up in station wagons and minivans, like gunning it, just like these really old
Yeah, they just wanna have
junkers.
fun.
Yeah. But then you'll see like really crazy cars there too. But I am trying to keep it chill. I'm an old man now. I'm not
Right.
like 22 anymore on the roads going 140. Instead,
no Kia
I'm,
boy.
Yeah, instead I'm 35 going, keeping it under 100. So, yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah. Keep it under 90 for real. But sometimes you got to break through 90, You're on the
I-
open roads.
yeah.
I
Oh,
think the
yeah.
main
You're
thing,
driving to Vegas or something. Open
Oh.
highway,
Oh,
open
sure.
stretch.
Vegas, you
Open
can
it
go
up.
you can go 120 to
Yeah,
Vegas.
open it
no
up a little
problem.
bit. But,
no
like-
right, blood?
I think the main thing I would be concerned with, like, is exactly what you're saying though, is bringing your own car. Like, I'd be afraid of like messing up my car, like having to buy new tires afterwards or something like that.
It's short.
Like,
It's
I would
pretty
rather
chill.
go someplace where it's like, it's like, hey, we got the car and we got everything, like
Yeah,
the safety
yeah.
gear and everything set up for you and stuff.
There's a place off the 405 where you can do that. You can rent like Porsches or BMWs and go on like tracks and shit. Jolly. Love it. Watch Mischief Destroy. Garrett. Check it out. It's gumball rallies. It's like my favorite kind of thing where like it's a cross country race. Basically. It's like, first one there wins.
Mm.
And like it's like documentary style. So like people are like filming. So like just on the freeway, these shots of like 30 cars barreling down the freeway, and then they'll like look up and you'll see like 3 police choppers. Like good shit.
I would like to see, how like Top Gear's done like the motorhome or whatever demolition derbies.
No.
Yeah, there's some crazy
Demolition Derby with motorhomes?
Wow,
Yeah, yeah.
That sounds like a very fun video game.
No, that was Top Gear. That was on.
Yeah.
That was
No, but it sounds
real
like a fun
cars,
game,
but
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, but I could see like doing some kind of cross country race like that.
Yeah.
Just giant.
RV. Yeah.
Huber and I have been talking about taking my car down to that racetrack.
Yeah.
I wanna go
Done it.
fast.
Irwindale.
I
It's
wonder
so
how
chill.
fast we can go.
You could get it up. Like you could get it up quick. In
Oh,
your
I'm
car, I
sure.
feel like, yeah.
Put it in sports mode.
Get
and it
some
would-
get some 100 octane before we go. Full tank of 100 octane VP racing fuel.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, it only
sure.
it takes premium only. It's 91 or 93 or whatever base. So
100 octane.
doesn't that like fuck up your
No,
car?
it's good for your car. It's good.
It's good
if your
for
car
your
can
car?
handle it. Yeah, if your car takes
Wait,
premium,
if your
it can
car
handle.
can what is that? What?
If your car, like some cars are like regular only, you can't even put like
it's
premium
you're
in
not
it.
gonna put down a Civic or whatever.
Yeah, but if your car can handle premium, you throw a little 100 octane in there.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
when we were where the fuck was I? Oh, I rented a car similar to my car when we were in Florida, and the gas station only had 95 or 93 or something like that. And I
Yeah.
was like, or no, it was 95 because I was like, wait, what? This is
Yeah.
kind of intense.
Yeah,
But I
hell yeah.
put it in there and everything's fine. I don't know.
Hell
But yeah, I want to go fast. I don't think if you put it in sport, it doesn't use the electricity. It just kicks to gas anyway.
Nice.
But whatever, we should do it. Make a video out of it. Just don't. I don't want to crash my car, like Blood said. Like
Yeah.
Right.
It's a straightaway. It's chill.
Okay.
Yeah, so safe. I promise. It's
How
so
long
safe.
is it?
It's like a quarter mile, a little over. It's so chill. It's like
How do you slow down? You brake?
there's so much runway.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's so chill.
Do they tell you when to start braking?
There's probably like a marker. Or
Yeah,
something on the
there's
track.
definitely gotta be
yeah.
bumpers,
There's
yeah.
yeah.
Because like if we're going 200, it's like
Yeah.
how long do I need to stop?
If you could get it up to 200, I would be shocked. I had my racing car and I got it up to like 140.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
200 is really
200
high
is
then.
insane.
200 is very fast.
Yeah. I
Fast
mean,
as
I've gone 120 on the highway.
Yeah. 200
without
though.
realizing
200 though.
That is like an
That's
actual race
crazy.
car.
Yeah, that's probably crazy.
Yeah.
I'll look up how fast it can go.
Neo JD, question is mainly for Huber. Are you going to do a Barry series finale video? It just ended, so I'm going to try to do one with Bossman. Stay tuned.
Nice.
First I ever heard of the series was from Kyle talking to you about it. Thanks, and everyone, please give Huber a group hug. Group hug.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hug.
what's up? What's up?
Tops out at 130 is what the
What's
internet
up?
says.
Bonds.
we go.
Bonds. Yeah, Barry. I was actually gonna message Bossman today, but I forgot, so I will.
Who?
Villa Ronto Sentinel Beach. Did I say that right?
Mhm.
Hi there. Any great amusement park stories or memories you'd like to
Okay.
share? Quite a few. I was on a field trip this week with an elementary school in one such place, and the students managed to talk me into a bunch of different rides. Hadn't been in any in like 20 years, so I was the teacher who screamed the loudest that day. It was still fun. I'm glad I found my courage. One of my first roller coaster encounters is Disneyland, Matterhorn bobsleds. I was so young.
Rough ride.
Rough ride. Yeah, feel the
Cool ride, but bumpy.
bumpy. I was like 6. I was so young. Okay, like a child. Crying. Didn't want to go on. Was so scared because like when you're in line too, you just hear the
The
like,
anticipation.
the anticipation. You hear the like. Bruh.
Yeah, the
All
Yeti.
you see are the things just going into like the darkness of the caves. So I was so scared. Everyone in line was so pumped. They're like, "You got it, kid. You got this, dude. It's gonna be so much fun." Like everyone around me was so pumped. Go on the ride. It's over immediately. I'm like, "Let's go again. Let's go again." So I was just scared, and I did it, and then I wasn't scared anymore.
Yeah.
Like meant a lot of things in life.
Growing up in Southern California, we had a lot of amusement parks, like really good ones. I definitely remember going to Disneyland when I was very young. I remember being nervous when I was very little about Space Mountain.
Yeah.
Definitely felt that.
Yeah.
When we were like 20, 21, we used to go to like Six Flags a lot with our friends and just seeing a couple of our friends puke was very funny. On Goliath, I remember. Our friend Steven. The 0G part, or the G's part, you remember?
Yeah.
Like going really fast around a turn.
This thing? Yeah.
And them just suffering was very fun. And of course, Knott's Berry Farm. Gotta love it. The boomerang ride, dude. You like, your head would just go because it was so brutal.
That actually hurts.
And one time when we went to Minnesota, when I was like, it's probably like 12.
Yo,
we
Valley
went-
Fair, dude?
I think it was, yeah. There was the
Holy shit,
the Rapids ride.
Yeah.
Like it was like the Bigfoot Rapids ride essentially. And my
I
mom's
grew up like an hour from that.
yeah, our mom's
Awesome.
cousin told us to go on. He's like, yeah, you'll get a little wet, but not that big of it, not that wet. But on the ride, there was just a waterfall that is
Yeah.
unavoidable.
It
So
just
he trolled
soaks your ass, dude.
our entire family.
That's so
It was very funny.
Oh, God, that reminds me of Bigfoot Rapids with my grandma. Because I like Bigfoot Rapids because there's like a gambling element. It's a dice
Yeah, it's
roll.
RNG.
Yeah, it is RNG.
Yeah,
I
those
love
rides
it.
are RNG.
So it's like, who's going to get it? My grandma.
Oh, crackers?
Crackers. We call her Grandma Crackers.
Your grandma's name is Crackers?
Her
It's her
nickname.
nickname. And
Her
her
nickname.
nickname.
Oh
She
my
always had like
God.
crackers in her purse.
I
Grandma Crackers.
love that.
She got so wet. She was laughing hysterically. Hysterical laugh. Like bellowing laughter for like the entire ride. Got off the ride just laughing like the loudest, jolliest, best laugh you could ever hear. Just nonstop, dude. It was so good.
I remember the fair, like when we used to always go to the fair every year.
Gravitron.
Hometown fair.
Gravitron, dude.
Gravitron is the one. That's the one I always would think
Classic.
about.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yes, blood.
Seafair.
But then
Oh, Gabby and I just shocked each other so hard. Oh, what
Ow.
the fuck in this room, dude?
I remember when the Back to the Future ride first
Oh.
came out. That was really
At Universal?
cool. Yeah.
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 So fun.
That whole like.
Now it's Simpsons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it Simpsons now?
It's
Well,
much worse.
Yeah.
okay.
Still cool though. That's a good ride.
It's still cool, but it sucks.
I like it. I like that ride. I like that Simpsons ride a
Yeah,
lot.
but at the time, like just the whole concept of it was just brand new. You know, just
Yeah.
you've got this big screen in front of you, and you're moving around, and it feels like you're actually going through all this
Yeah.
stuff.
James Cameron was jealous. He had to make a Terminator one.
Dude, that Terminator mixed reality show that they used to do at Universal Florida
So
was
sick.
fucking great.
It was
had
sick.
Don knows what I'm talking
The
about.
T1
it had
million.
like people come out on stage and shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, some Arnold lookalike would come out
Yeah.
with a fucking
Yeah.
shotgun
Yeah.
on stage.
Yeah.
Nuts.
And a motorcycle. They would
Yeah.
drive a motorcycle on stage, and they had the
It's the
it was
T1
sick.
million, right?
I think
it's
so.
Like comical.
It's like a gigantic. Yeah, it's like a gigantic.
It looks
thing.
like a Matrix Sentinel, but like
yeah.
liquid metal.
Yeah. Yeah, it starts off liquid, and then I don't remember it specifically, but Terminator 4D, I believe it was called.
So sick.
And then Tower of Terror
Oh
was
Hell yeah.
always cool when that came
dude.
out.
We got in trouble on that ride.
But then the one I was thinking of like a specific situation. So in Florida, we have Busch Gardens, which is like
That's
half
Yeah.
roller
Say that.
coasters, but then like half zoo / safari park.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of crazy because it's like you'll have a roller coaster like going over like an elephant paddock or
Cool.
something.
Those poor animals, dude. Honestly.
No, I mean it's more like wide open
Yeah.
pastures and stuff than like a lot of like regular zoos and stuff. Just
Yeah.
big old spaces.
They still have to listen to a roller coaster going
They
over
do
their
not
head
seem to
every
care at all.
Yeah, I suppose.
But anyways, one of the times my brother was like going there riding roller coasters a lot, and one of the times he brought me on one, and it was one of the ones I don't remember what it was called, and it might not even be there anymore. But it's one of the ones where like you were kind of like hanging. It was like the
Yeah, open ended or whatever. Open legs.
Yeah, I forget. There's a
Yeah.
term for it, but anyways, but your legs are dangling.
Yeah.
When we did that ride, like the G-force was so intense that like we came through a part, and like I literally like watched
Yes.
my eyes and like I lost my
Goliath.
vision.
Goliath, dude, you see the vision like
Yeah, dude.
dude.
Hulk,
Yes.
Hulk ride,
Completely,
you
like,
tunnel
blacking
vision. Yeah.
out.
That's how you know it's good.
I have so many theme park stories. When I was a kid at Valley Fair, I was coming off of the wooden coaster, and I remember saying,
Wood's my favorite.
I was like 13 or 14, had not done, and whatever. And I remember saying really loudly, that was better than sex. And this old lady was like,
Offended.
fantastic. I remember my friend Javier and he was a foreign exchange student that was staying with us from Spain, and we
Yeah.
went to Disney, and that year we went on the front seat of every ride we went on. We got
That's
on the front. But we knew that was before they randomized Tower of Terror, which it is now, is randomized kind of. But back then you knew the pattern. So he and I knew the pattern so well that we went on it together, and then you know how it in the Florida when it goes out and it stops for a second, we started screaming before we knew it would fall, and then stopped, and then people started laughing at our joke, and then it dropped. So it's very funny. My favorite though is I was on Haunted Mansion with my dad, and
Hell yeah.
it broke down, and we were in the dining room scene, the like banquet scene.
I
or
have
whatever.
broke down in that room so many
Yeah,
times.
dude. It broke down. We were in there for like 15 minutes, dude.
Wow.
And
Wow.
we were just sitting there, and he and I were just like chatting and looking at stuff and like noticing all the things. And we noticed that like everything in there is a multiple of 6. So it's like there are 6 people
Number the
dancing over
beast.
here. There are 6 people over here. There are 6 people over here. There are 12 on the table, or 6 on the table. And I was just like, it's 666, Dad. And he was like, oh yeah. I was like,
Sick.
yeah, it was. I don't
Good
know. It was
lore.
just jolly.
Never
dude.
noticed that.
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously like the gun guys are 2, and it's not like perfectly that,
Yeah.
but
Was
it
it
was just kind of fun.
Monsters Inc. that shut down? Touch everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were on
Yeah.
Monsters Inc. one time and it shut down, so we had to walk off the ride.
Oh,
and,
sick.
and I was like, touch everything, touch it all. There's
You'll
like a
never-
big Sully thing. I was
You'll
like,
never
touch
get
it.
the chance again.
Yeah.
I was on I think it was Mr. Toad's Wild Ride
Good ride.
with Jimmy Good. dude,
Nice.
in Disneyland here.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out Jimmy Good. Hell yeah. And we were in there and it broke down, and he was filming for his blog or vlog or whatever, and our video went on some other YouTube channels thing. It was kind of funny. But the cool part of it was you could hear Alice in Wonderland next door, because
Whoa.
it's like all one big building on the
Yeah.
inside, right? But you could hear the caterpillar just repeatedly going, "Who are you?" as we were sitting in the Toad. It was great. I love theme parks, dude.
Hell yeah. Blood, you said Busch Gardens. That's so funny. My parents were like the least strict humans ever. But we were on vacation one time in like Washington, D.C. It was a really cool trip. We just did like this historical trip. We were young, my brother and I. And we loved jumping on the beds in hotels. It were young kids, you know.
Right,
I'm
right.
legitimately like 8 years old at the time. So we're jumping on the beds, and my dad is like, quit jumping on the bed. And we're like jumping, right?
Mhm.
He's like, I'm not going to tell you again If you jump on the bed one time, we're not going to Busch Gardens.
Oh,
Because there was like a Busch Gardens theme park we really wanted to go.
Yeah.
We just kept jumping on the bed.
Oh.
And like, that's it. You're not going. And we never went. I've never been to a Busch Gardens
Wow.
in my life.
you played yourself,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
What's wild?
Dude, we thought he was bluffing. He was not.
I don't even have like a good picture of like what that one is because I've seen it before and it's just entirely different.
Yeah.
Like I don't even think it has animals. I could be wrong. Like it's just like
Yeah.
a completely different theme park.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Busch Gardens, infamous. Great questions. Great questions all around here. Patrons love it. Where are we at? Jesse Blue, do you have a favorite breakfast food to make for dinner? And if so, what is it? Mine is corned beef hash. Used to be with eggs, but now I have it on a biscuit with butter and a little ketchup or Arby's sauce. I have country fried steak for dinner whenever I can. I used to get it from Dupar's. Country fried steak, so delicious. I also have a bad habit of being up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
Which is when McDonald's starts to serve breakfast again.
Wait, you go over to McDonald's like when it opens? Like,
Sometimes.
Ours, there's one by us that's 24 hours.
Yeah. So,
but I mean, breakfast opens either way.
yeah.
But yeah.
So a little, it's very unhealthy. I don't recommend this, but a little 4 a.m. Sausage and egg McMuffin. Add bacon. Super dank.
Nice.
Yeah.
I guess breakfast food. For dinner, pancakes are always so good.
Yeah.
I love pancakes and French toast, dude.
Hell yeah.
Just some of the goats.
Go ahead, Blood.
I like that transition.
Yeah.
No, I'm a big country fried steak fan too. But omelets, like
Nice.
big omelets, like with just like everything, basically. You know, it's like sausage and bacon and
Yeah.
ham and tomatoes and mushrooms,
All
and
of it.
olives, and it's funny because it's kind of a tradition, like around Christmas time, that we'll have like omelets on Christmas Day.
Nice. That's a good tradition.
And then like with the different with the different families and different things that people end up having today do,
Yeah.
like it got later and later in the day to where like it almost became like omelets for dinner because like, oh, like my brother's not coming over until like 3 p.m. So I guess
Yeah.
we're waiting. When it used to be
Yeah.
like he would like jump on everybody's bed to wake us up.
Yeah.
But yeah, but the funny thing about it is often on Christmas Eve we would have nachos.
Christmas Eve nacho hype.
I
Yeah.
like that.
Dude.
But like a lot of the stuff would cross over, so it's like we just chop up more vegetables for Christmas Eve, and then we'd be ready to go for the omelets on Christmas morning.
I love it. I love that. I was gonna say I haven't had pancakes for dinner in a while because if they're for dinner, I like it to share it with someone because it's like too much. You know, it's like
Oh yeah,
Sure.
I love
yeah.
a good pancake with syrup like on the side.
Oh,
Yeah,
you like
you
a side
know?
dish?
It's
Got
like
it.
I'll have my fucking eggs Benedict or country fried steak and like a side of
Right. What's the pancake place we went to by?
Original Pancake House.
Yeah, OHOP. That's it.
We
Yeah.
call it OHOP. Yep.
OHOP. Yeah.
Oh
okay.
hop.
It's original. It's not OHOP technically,
yeah.
but we just call it OHOP.
Yeah, it's not that.
Yeah, because it's like IHOP, OHOP.
It was very. I remember it was very intense.
Original Pancake House is insane. As far as like chain
Yeah.
breakfast spots go, to me it's number one for like a chain.
Okay.
No question. And then of course you got your mom and pops, which are
Yeah. Yeah.
you know,
Great.
which
What was that place in SF?
Dottie's True Blue
Dottie's,
Cabbage.
yeah.
They shut it down, dude. COVID fucked us all.
Ooh.
It's no longer
That was a good
there.
place.
They used to sprinkle fairy dust on there, do a little cinnamon.
Mm-hmm.
That was where Steven refused to leave until he finished his coffee.
Sorry, a lot of inside.
Inside baseball chat. Sage Road Q. My brother just surprised me with tickets to the Home Run Derby and MLB All-Star Game here in my home city of Seattle for my birthday.
Sick.
Nice.
Hype, right?
Yes.
What is the best birthday gift the Allies have ever received? Also, could be a Christmas present if you can think of a birthday gift. Love and respect. I got Gran Turismo 3 PS2 bundle for my birthday.
Ooh, juicy.
Yeah.
Christmas was Link to the Past, SNES for sure. Birthday, I always got like the negotiations of early birthday presents.
Nice.
That's what usually happened.
Negotiation.
Nice.
Love the negotiation.
Yeah, I did that to get a PS3, I think.
Yeah.
I was like, just count it as my birthday present. It's fine.
When did PS2 come out here? I'm trying to remember if that was one of them.
2000.
Yeah, I know, but I don't.
One,
What time of the
2000?
year or like what month? I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember what month.
It's like September, maybe? Was it?
I want to
Onimusha
say it
in, like,
was
September.
earlier in the year
Okay.
Maybe you're right. Maybe it was March.
because
When did
I don't
Onimusha
know
one
about
come
I don't know about March, but I think it was a somewhat earlier in the year. Maybe I'm wrong.
Mm.
Yeah, I just remember that year for sure that like I believe like the PlayStation that I have I got from somebody because they got their PS2.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
So I was able to grab that.
That's nice. Do you remember the box, the PS2 box? I really liked that blue color
Oh,
it
I
came
love
in.
Mm.
It was
Yeah,
My
that
nice.
was
box
a
was
good
red
one.
because it was the Gran Turismo
Right.
model.
Yeah.
And I ended up not getting a PS2 until like after my season at G4 was over, and I was like between jobs, and so I ended up with the slim one.
Nice. It's a good one.
But yeah, that wasn't. I don't think that was like birthday present. It was just like random present.
Cool.
But in terms of birthday, I think I've shared before. Is like my brother took me skydiving.
It's so wild, dude.
He had been skydiving for 2 years and dragged me out to the drop zone weekend after weekend just to have somebody to hang out with him while he waited
So sick.
to
That's
get on
crazy.
the plane.
Have you ever seen Drop Zone with Wesley Snipes?
I don't think so.
It's a good one.
But yeah, so it was kind of funny because in like a lot of ways it was like I totally dig it and always remember it, but it was sort of anticlimactic because since I had been going out with him for 2 years, like I had no fear whatsoever.
Yeah, you were so
of
used to it.
I've just seen him go up and down a billion times.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Cool.
Business as usual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard pass for me. No thanks.
But I'd never even been on a plane at that point. So.
Are you
Whoa.
height spread?
Yeah, to an extent. I think a lot of people are.
Like, I mean, if you're like up on a tall building, are you like nervous, or like are you like whoa? Like, you don't
Yeah,
wanna
I
go-
think so.
You don't
I'm
wanna go near
definitely
the
more
edge.
cautious. I'm not like, fucking skipping
Yeah.
around or anything
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
But also, you're not like shaking.
No.
or something. You're just-
Yeah,
you're just
yeah.
like,
I'm
whoa.
just like, you could easily die.
yeah,
Just be cool.
yeah.
Wait, Blood, I think I knew this, but the first time you were ever in an airplane, you jumped out of one?
Yes.
That is
so
insane.
sick, dude.
That is some
Tom
deep
Cruise
lore,
over
dude.
here.
That is
Wild
fucking,
person.
Yeah,
that is awesome.
that is unhinged.
So like even when they were asking, like what I thought of the experience, it's like some of it was just like basic airplane reactions. Like everything's so small and look,
We're up in the air. Did you know?
Would you do a halo jump?
Sure.
You would?
I mean, I'm sure.
Can
you have
a
to do
normal
you'd have to
Dude, that
take
is
lot of
a-
prep.
Do
You'd
a
have to take a
halo
lot
That
of prep, I
is a
think.
stretch goal if I've ever heard of one.
does
Was
a
a
halo
does a
jump.
halo jump. Oh my god.
Wouldn't we need like 80 grand
Yeah,
or
give
some
us
shit?
80 grand. Blood will do it.
Remember when Richard Garriott took a bunch of people in the freaking vomit comet?
No.
No.
I don't know what. I, don't know
I
what
think
you
Jeremy
just said.
Hoffman got to do it.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
So for like an
Is that the anti-gravity plane?
yeah. So like for like the MMO, like was it Tabula Rasa that he did? For like a preview event, he took a bunch of people up in the parabolic flight to do like 0G stuff.
Dude,
Weren't we
games
just
media
talking about-
was insane.
weren't we just talking about like marketing and
Yeah,
how
how
it's
much
like
a
a
waste
waste?
of money.
But,
yeah.
but he's like a freaking billionaire, so he's just
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm a billionaire. I got a video game company.
Unlimited money.
Experience 0G with me for my space game. It's like,
All right.
Chat wants you to define halo jump, Huber.
High altitude, low opening.
Yeah, so you jump from the stratosphere and then you open your parachute like at normal parachute height.
Yep.
Seems insane.
Fucking Tom Cruise did it in Mission Impossible Fallout.
you need
What's
some
up?
freaking gear.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
need a
bre-
helmet
yeah.
and stuff. Yeah, breathing apparatus.
No doubt.
But terminal velocity, you're not going any faster. You're just falling
Right.
for way longer.
Right, you're about 120 if you're spread eagle, and 200 if you're head down.
Yeah, feet nine. What is it like 9 times 9 feet per second or something? Like that?
Always some of the sickest shots in movies
Yeah.
of all time is when someone does the shit in midair. There's like
Oh my god, yeah.
It was like Star Trek had
To
that.
catch up
Yeah.
with someone.
Point
yeah.
Break and shit.
It's so funny because I've done the vertical wind tunnel thing like 40 times. Like, so I'm good at skydiving. I have no interest in actual skydiving. Zero interest. Do not want to do it.
So jolly. Love it. Where are we at here? Daniel.
yeah.
Yep. Hi, allies. Daniel Hoist. Hi, allies. Hope you are all doing
Holst, I think.
Holst. Hope you are all doing great. Love watching your guys' full playthroughs, and I was curious, what is your dream full playthrough, and which allies would you like to join you? P.S. If Isla is there, your Norwegian is really impressive. Take care and love and respect.
Talk.
Nice.
Been waiting for Damiani, man, the CDI Zeldas, dude. I've been waiting.
Yeah. Never gonna happen, but it could happen. Red Dead with Gabby. But that is a very, very long video game. So don't hold your breath on that. But maybe one day. I mean, it is a dream. It is a dream full playthrough.
Yeah. I don't know off the top of my head. Yeah. It's something that we're wanting to do, and like we're gonna get this poll together for the one that the patrons are gonna pick. But yeah, a lot of the ones that I put on, a lot of the ones I was brainstorming is just like games I haven't played before.
Yeah.
Or games that I haven't finished. Like
Yeah.
like we had started Quantum Break on like Easy Living or something, and like I'd never finished that game.
So fun. I think about the dash in that game like monthly. It'll pop into my brain. Just the
Unfortunately, the first thing that pops in my head is the TV
Oh, no.
show segments every time.
Hey, you can skip them.
I know, you can, but they were so boring,
They
dude.
were, and they were pretty long. They were like 15,
Yeah.
20 minutes, like full episodes. Yeah, they were rough. The like comedic
It
guy
was
at
a
home base.
chore, dude.
Yeah, it was a chore. It was a chore.
Fuck.
Hey, they took a swing.
I respect the swing.
They took a swing. It was, TV was blowing
that
up.
was
at
the
time.
Xbox One era, dude.
Yeah.
The early times.
Yeah.
Matric, dude.
When the Xbox was supposed to be like your multimedia machine, like.
All in one.
Yeah, you can watch the NBA playoffs
Hook
on
up
your
your cable
Xbox.
to
Yeah.
your Xbox.
I think I could think of a few longer ones, but like honestly, my favorite full playthroughs are the ones that we don't plan to be full playthroughs, where we just like when we played Pokemon Snap and got through all the levels, or like playing through all of Before Your Eyes or whatever. Like games that are like hour, 2 hours. That we don't plan on being full playthroughs. I always love that because we're continuing because we want to. Like we're trying to see it through because we want to see how it goes, and we have a sense that it's not a very long game. I really love those, but also like all the House of Dark Pictures.
Yeah.
Like all of those. I love doing that.
Yes.
Just so you know, viewers at home, we have 3 questions left, and then we are going to get into our...
Wait a minute.
Huber, I took it's on my Instagram. I took this photo in front of the Rock and Roller Coaster gate.
Yes.
It was a little blown out, so you can't really see what it says, but I'm doing the shocker in front of the gate.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. I love it, dude. Anyway, we've got 3 questions left, and then we're moving into the Hot Mics segment of the show. I got lettuce everywhere.
Lettuce.
Let
Love
us
lettuce.
talk to you live. If you're in the $10 and up tier, you can join in. There's a call-in show waiting room that Gabby is managing. She will ask you a few preliminary questions, and then we'll boot you into the live show and chat with you for a little bit, and then boot you back out. Looks like we got 6 people in there right now, so if you want to get in there, we usually do that. I think we have a shoot at... in a little
4.
while, yeah, 4.
Non-stop
so
day,
yeah, we have
24-hour
an
day.
insane day.
24-hour day.
Yeah, but looks like right now we are on schedule. So yeah, join in. Yeah, Mike, Damian is out of town right now, so
Yeah.
type your social security number and blood type in chat, and
Yes.
then
Your bank routing number.
bank
as well.
routing number. Yeah. Account and routing number. Do not do any of the things we just said. That was a joke. In case you were at all confused. Anyways, 3 questions to go, and then we're moving into Hot Mics.
Level Capybara. Hey, allies. I've seen things you people wouldn't believe in the new Zelda game. Is that a Blade Runner reference?
That is Blade Runner.
Love that. Don't worry, I won't spoil them. But soon, like Tears in the Rain. That's got to be like top
Like Tears
5
in Rain.
lines in a
That line
movie.
is an ad lib, apparently.
It's the best.
like Tears in Rain.
It's fucking light. It gets me every time.
It's incredible.
Don't worry, I won't spoil them. But soon, all those moments will be lost in time, like Tears of the Kingdom.
Whoa.
There are just so many special moments littered throughout the game that I wish I'd never forget, but that I surely will. Have you ever faced this dilemma with a game before? And if you could pick one moment in any game to remember forever, what would it be? No Tears of the Kingdom spoilers. Please, love and respect. That's why it's funny. I love replaying video games because I remember a lot of the big beats, but there's always those smaller beats that I forget, Like, I finished Last of Us 1 like 10 times maybe in 10 years, and there's always little areas or little moments that I forget, and I love that.
Yeah, I agree.
So I love forgetting.
Yeah, I don't mind forgetting some stuff. You
Yeah.
definitely latch onto some moments. Sometimes they're just weird small moments for me.
Yeah.
That like don't mean anything really, but I just remember it. But yeah, I'm kind of cool with just forgetting stuff. It's fine
Yeah.
because when you replay it again, you're just like, oh yeah, sick. I forgot about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, life is like painting on water, man. Just let it slide.
Let it slide.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing is like when you say like, don't spoil things, but talk about moments that were like really
Well, any other
eye-opening.
game, like
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I mean, even the other games is like, well, if you haven't played
yeah,
The Witness
yeah,
and the moments that happen, the moments there when they like you suddenly start to see the whole world differently.
Yeah.
yeah.
Including the real world. If you
Yeah.
play
Oh,
long
dude,
enough.
I had witness eyes for months after that game.
But yeah, so that was crazy town.
Yeah.
Also, when you get to, I'll just say some of the later areas in the first Xenoblade,
Great.
and just thinking that like, I don't know why I didn't think that would happen, why I would go there, but it's like, oh, this giant world has got like a lot bigger than I thought it would be.
Nice.
Yeah, so yeah.
It's
Yeah, a
excellent.
lot of my like favorite stuff, like Symphony of the Night or Shadow of the Colossus or Dragon's Dogma, like legendary, just like quote unquote twists or like surprises. I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, and then it's, now we're like totally spoiled with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, but so many of the games where, like when you could first like look down in a game and like see like the whole game map or whatever,
Yeah.
like with like Dark Souls and Last Guardian and like all of that stuff. And just,
Yeah.
I know where that was. I went over there and I went over there. And yeah.
I love it in Dark Souls 3 the most, that moment.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
When you look back.
Mhm.
It's so cool.
Yeah. Or if you like go back to the beginning and look down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sick. I never want to forget how I felt in Red Dead 2 going to a movie with a character. That's all I'll say about that. Never forget that feeling. Paul Rogers. Hey, allies. I'm playing through Jedi Survivor. They've had 5 patches for those of you keeping score. The next one should be coming up. It's been about 2 weeks since that last one. Next one should really get it humming.
Wonder how it's doing on PC. Let me know if it's still
I
stuttering.
think they've had a lot more patches on that.
Okay.
That seems to be the focus
I
more
got it
so.
on PC, but I haven't played Fallen Order yet. But
Yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah. You should play Fallen Order first.
that game would be running clean when I
Yes.
play that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Playing through Jedi Survivor and loving it so far. The only negative is that it's stopping me from playing Zelda. One of my favorite side characters is Scuba, a fisherman
Scuba,
with
dude.
a incredibly broad Scottish accent.
Love Scuba.
He's so funny.
It got me thinking about accents in games, especially fantasy and sci-fi, and how almost every accent is either generic American or English. My question, what are some of your favorite non-standard accents used in games? Why did the accent work so well for that character? Also, any
Gear
terrible...
up. Will your country be labeled as non-standard? Find out now.
Also, any terrible examples, i.e. the Dynasty Warriors
Oh my
games
God.
that you love for their inappropriate accent choice? Any accents you'd like to hear more often in games?
I think we can cover both ends of the spectrum with Chrono Cross. Every character
Wouldn't know.
in that game has a different accent.
Yeah, and it's weird because they don't speak. It's just written out.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's wild.
Yeah. I remember Final Fantasy 12 had some cool voice acting I liked. Balthier's
Dude,
particular. I liked his
yeah.
voice a lot. I remember.
Ball through your hype.
But yeah, I mean, I think probably a lot of the, I mean, that's the thing. It's like a lot of like, I don't have like the deep dive into accents to like name an accent, even like,
Sure, yeah.
with all the different British dialects and stuff like that. It's like, I don't know. like I recognize that from other things or from British television or something, but I wouldn't like be able to like, aha, that's a Yorkshire accent or whatever. Like I have no idea.
We gotta
Yeah.
ask Ben Starr what his is.
Right.
Yeah.
What's his name? Solus, something Solus, Morin, Mass Effect.
Mm.
The hell is his name?
What are you talking
Morton.
Morton.
Yeah.
Morden?
Morton.
Yeah, I love the way he speaks. That is one of
Speak.
my favorite. That is absolutely one of my favorite speaking characters in a video game ever. I don't know what the hell accent that is.
Who's the witch guy that's in like everything now? He's in Diablo and 16.
Oh,
Inman.
Inman.
Yeah,
What's his? Ralph
Innocent.
Innocent.
Yeah.
that guy is
Real
amazing.
good.
Yeah. Hear him so much in The Witcher 3. Holy fuck.
He's in Diablo, dude.
Every
Yeah.
time you turn a corner, you hear his
He's one of
voice.
like the 5 NPC voices.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sometimes there's just like these voice actors and it's like wait, I think I recognize this guy, but I don't know what from.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Hell yeah.
stuff I've been playing lately is like, yeah, that's I like this guy, but I don't know who he is.
Look it up. IMDb. James Davey. Hey, allies. Last
Yellow
question.
card.
Did I skip one?
No. James Davey was up there earlier.
Oh.
You put in 2 questions.
Shit.
Whoa.
Gotcha.
Sneaky James.
Yeah. With the release of Lord of the Rings Gollum, what are some of the worst games you've ever played? A few of mine include Police Chase, The Quiet Man, and Ride to Hell Retribution.
Ooh.
Pocket
worst
pool.
game.
Pocket Pool? Oh, right.
Yeah, I don't
Pocket
know.
pool.
off the top
That's
of my
actually a
head.
game.
It was actually a game.
What's the worst
PSP.
games I ever played?
A very expensive game with very bad pool mechanics in which you had to grind pool games to unlock porn.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Weird game for you to play.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, what?
GT, man, when
Yeah.
they throw this thing at you and then they tell you to do it.
I think like fully playing through a game, Ari, Story of Seasons was one of the worst games I played. Do you remember? I reviewed it.
Oh, yeah.
That was pretty bad. I
Oh,
wanted
yeah?
to like that game, but it's pretty bad, especially technically. And
Sure.
of course, Balan Wonderworld was terrible. It's not a good game. But I can't recall the last game I just booted up. That was terrible. And I just stopped.
Yeah.
Hood Outlaws was fucking awful.
Oh, yeah?
I
like Hood
hated
Outlaws.
every second of that.
I like
I don't think it was like a bad game.
Wait, that
Or
am I thinking of
terrible.
the right one?
No, you probably
the multiplayer
yeah,
one
you're
that we
thinking
streamed
of
with
that.
Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably
I've
it.
never been so angry on a stream, I think, in my entire life.
Um,
Redfall was pretty bad too.
I don't know if I like what because I bounced off of it so fast. Maybe it gets better, but I tried it multiple times. I told Huber about this. That game I talked about on the podcast a few weeks back, Ripper, that looked like kind of Akira or whatever. Like you had like the racing
Oh,
bike
yeah, yeah.
and like the racing part was kind of okay, but then like I got into like an actual like boss battle thing,
Mm.
and I was just it
Hard
was just so frustrating because like just constantly things flying at you and blowing up, and you're like trying to deal with the boss. And like the first phase is cool, second phase I'm like, what do you want me to do? Like I'm doing everything I
want from
can
me?
here. Yeah, but just control wise and everything. It's just like I wanted to like this. I was trying to play it on the plane on the way to London, and was like, yeah, this is not working. And then like maybe it's because it's the Joy-Cons. Maybe it'll be better on the Pro controller.
Yeah.
Got home, it's like no,
Ooh.
slightly better, but no. But I was bummed because I wanted to like that game.
I'll just say Kane and Lynch 2.
What?
Yeah, that game sucked.
Game is such trash.
Sucked.
Game is absolutely
Does that game have a
shit.
lot of defenders?
Kane and Lynch, not
Probably.
two. Not
Oh,
two.
okay.
Not two. One, you can make a case for swimming on a very good day. You can make a case for it. Maybe.
Yeah.
Two, it's like 3 hours. Horrible story, horrible everything, and don't get me started on that last boss. I talk about it all the time.
What about that last Army of Two game?
It was
Remember that?
They all blur together.
they
for
all
me,
blur
blood.
together. Was it the 40th
The 40th day. Or
day?
something.
Is that the first or the second one?
Or
Was
am I
there one
thinking
after
of
two?
Call of Juarez?
You're thinking of Call of Juarez, the Cartel.
Call of Juarez, the Cartel. 'Cause
Yeah.
we played that together, right?
Yeah, Cartel is
Yeah.
trash, which is so unfortunate because Gunslinger and Bound in Blood are amazing, and even the first one is sick.
Oh, dude, when it came out, Fallout 76 was super bad. I remember that.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was terrible when it came out.
It's gotta be like a shit MMO. I
And
played.
then you have got our
Matrix?
lowest score of Easy Allies.
Umbrella
Core.
Core. Oh man, yeah, that might actually be.
Can't
like
believe you
the
even
worst.
reviewed that.
Yeah, that might be the
What a
worst.
waste. Actual waste of time.
Yeah. At least Quiet Man
I
was
mean-
like funny.
It's a big franchise. It's worth putting
Yeah, Resident Evil.
through the ringer if they do it.
Resident Evil will be there every time. Every single time. All right, Isla, are we set?
Let me
for
check.
Calls?
We got 2 people ready soon or
Great.
now, and then a couple more on the way, I think.
Nice.
Who's this first? Alexander Zirinov, baby.
Oh,
Told you.
always.
Back again.
First every time.
Every time first. Professional.
Waiting on them to join here.
Worst game I ever played. That's bothering me.
There we go. Alexander, do you read us?
There he
Hello.
is. Yep.
Okay.
I
and
hear
now
nothing.
Chat should hear you.
Can you hear me?
Twist your.
It's pretty low
Down
on
there.
my end, so it might be on the
I
thing.
can hear him.
You guys will have to
Hold on,
manage
Huber's
your
gotta adjust.
I hear
headphones
nothing. I
volume.
hear nothing. Hold on.
Try the other ear, buddy.
Oh yeah, that could
Sorry,
be.
that was a really condescending buddy.
No, it's cool. Speak.
He's very soft. I've turned him up for chat now, so he's probably fine.
Alex, Alexander, can you talk for a second?
I've got nothing. Give me that headphone, maybe.
Well, Alexander's not speaking right now.
Testing. Mic
There it
check.
is. I heard you.
There we go. We got him.
Mic check.
Yeah, we hear you. Cool.
I hear you.
Don's okay. He's just got a broken foot.
I read you loud and clear.
Broke it on the aggro crag.
On the aggro crack, dude. Fuck
I
yeah.
don't hear you only on stream. I
You
can
don't-
hear only on stream, but then I will
Um,
hear myself.
Yeah, you
Oh,
have a
I'm
mute on
muted.
your side.
Sorry, I had it muted. Oh wait, I forgot to show the. Welcome to Hot Bikes, our college show. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. And I made it a little tiny one there too. Isn't that cute? Gabby made an amazing logo for us.
Was there anything better than like calling in sick to school and then just watching The Price is Right? Like,
Yeah, playing a video game.
yeah.
Yet not being
After
sick.
Price
Playing
is
Final
Right.
Fantasy 9.
You're not being sick.
You watch Price is Right, then you
No.
game it up.
Skip.
Anyway,
you would have those days though when like you'd have
Can you
to
hear
like
him now, Alexander?
do a thing at the dentist or
Yes.
whatever.
Thank you.
So you wouldn't really be sick, but you'd be home anyways.
Yeah.
Just like recovering from Novocaine or something.
Novocaine.
Alrighty. Fire away, Alexander. What do you got for us?
Well, I have a question. Do you have any game or maybe games that you've played and liked, then played again after a while and realized that they are not as good as you initially thought?
Ooh,
Good question.
great question.
It's a good question when you don't have an answer.
Well, it's hard to. Yeah, it's a very specific question.
Yeah,
so I
Very
gotta think
specific.
on it.
Let me think.
Sure, I got one. I played Castlevania 2 when I was younger, and I thought it was cool, you know, less experience. But then as I got older and I started playing it, I started to hate it more and more as time went on.
Oh
So,
no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Castlevania 2. Good
Yep.
answer.
So, similar, not specific, but similar. This year and last year, I had a kind of an interesting experience with sequels where because they're like demystified, I wasn't as interested. God of War Ragnarok, I just kind of bounced off because I wasn't interested in playing it. But I loved the first one, like loved.
Yeah.
And similarly, like Tears of the Kingdom, I'm loving, but at the same time, I like just wait for Diablo. Just kind of wait for Diablo, dude.
Oh yeah, there's too much. There's so many things. It's like yeah, I'm absorbed completely in Tears of the Kingdom, but then it's like I've got to play this other stuff. I got to work on this
Yeah.
other stuff too, and then it's like I really want to play more Final Fantasy 16, but don't know when that's gonna happen. But yeah. But yeah, the question, I don't know if I've gone back to something and like really didn't like it, or
Yeah, same.
or if there's just something I'm not remembering.
I got nothing.
I don't think I have one off the top of my head. I'm trying to like think about things, but
Yeah. I've got
That's
nothing.
probably good.
Yeah, I suppose it's good if you can't think of one.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh. I mean, the closest I can come is like when I replayed Red Dead 2, I was like, I like this more than all the GTAs and Red Dead 1. This is like my favorite game of all time now almost. so it was like got better when I not worse. So
Oh, sure.
It's like the opposite. Anyone else?
I don't think I have
Nothing. I know I'm searching, but I got nothing.
Yeah.
You know what? This is. I'll be harsh. I'll be really harsh. Actually,
Okay.
I'll be harsh.
Okay.
To give an answer. Burnout Paradise.
Oh.
Burnout Paradise, because it really was when it came out, and for a long ass time, I was like, this is the best racing game ever made. This is it. And then when the remaster came out, it didn't hit as nearly as hard. I was like, oh, it's okay.
It's one of those things where like that genre in particular,
Yeah.
especially stuff Criterion did afterwards. It's
Yeah.
Like people just took that and made it better and made it better and made it like even like the DLC thing, and like you could see them building the island and it would get a little bigger in the background every update and stuff.
Yeah.
And the stuff that they did with multiplayer was never really replicated until like Forza Horizon or something. It was just like there's just so many
Yeah.
crazy things, but yeah, it also had its growing pains. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm driving by looking at the mini map.
Yeah.
You know?
Totally. Exactly. Yeah. I'm just like looking in the corner. Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got there. Burnout.
Thank you.
Thank you,
For a great
Alexander.
question.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck to you. Whatever
Good to
you're doing
hear
today.
from you. Yeah.
Whatever you got going on.
Playing Apex.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Carrying.
Yeah.
All right. Who we got next, Gabby? Canlick. I got allergy shots today.
Oh
Jeez.
boy.
So I have like itchy little
Where did they inject you?
2 in the right arm, 1 in the left.
Ow.
Yeah, right in the forehead.
Yeah.
Boom, right in the kisser. dude.
Right in the eye
Right
socket.
in the eye socket. Sprayed the needle right in there. I was like, hey, you sure this is necessary?
The crown on your head. Yeah.
I'm just killing time for Gab to fill this in. I've had a weird experience with this allergist place, though, because, like, I talked to the doctor first because they gave me the choice between the doctor and the nurse practitioner. But then the nurse practitioner came in at the end and was talking like we had met, but we never did. So I was, like, vaguely worried that they, like, confused me for someone else. And I was like, I actually asked today, I was like, these shots are actually for me, right? Like, I'm the right person, right? And they were like, yeah, well, you said your birthday. And I'm like, well, yeah, but... So I, like, glanced at it. I'm like, well, Dustin Katz is on there, so, like, whatever. I'll probably be fine.
It's hilarious.
It could have been T-Virus. Depending on which form of Resident Evil I would have changed by now, or I've got a couple of weeks. So who's to say?
Who's to say?
We maybe having a little bit of back-end problems here.
Hello?
Hello.
There we go. Canlick, you're on the air. Welcome to Hot Mics.
Welcome.
Wow. It's feeling pretty toasty in here.
Is that a stone?
Very
Yeah, is
toasty.
that Donkey
Stone
Kong?
Donkey Kong?
Is that Donkey Kong like high out of his mind for your picture?
Yes.
Okay.
Great picture.
Cool.
Fantastic.
They're referring to his Discord picture.
Yeah.
Their Discord picture.
Sick.
Yeah, found it a few years ago and easy profile pic.
Hell yeah. All right, what do you got for us?
Yeah, so the game that I love, my Resident Evil 2, my Suikoden, is Beautiful
yeah.
Joe. And
Nice.
I every year, and I'd say like for maybe like the last 10 years, I'm always holding out hope that they're gonna announce like a remaster or a re-release so I don't have to keep plugging in my GameCube to play it. And unfortunately, I haven't had the opportunity. So I still play on my GameCube, but I just really want to have an opportunity to just, play this game that I love on either PC or a newer console. And I guess my question is, do you guys have anything similar that you'd like to have access to? It doesn't even have to be like a remake, just another way to access this classic game that you love.
Metal Gear Solid 4.
Mm.
100%.
Great pick.
Yeah, we know that's probably coming though after that showcase
after
announcement,
Volume
Volume
1.
1.
Yeah, yeah.
So hopefully Volume 2
Mm-hmm.
and Resident Evil 2 and 3, the originals.
Yeah,
Because it is annoying having to boot up the PS3 with the PS1 classics
Mhm.
Right.
every freaking time.
Yeah, I think similar to Beautiful Joe, like something that I would like. I wouldn't want them to touch too much, but like give me like a cleaner version and maybe a couple of quality of life things because, people expect that stuff now. Dragon Quest VIII.
Dragon Quest VIII. I wasn't gonna say that.
You were
but
gonna
that
say
is
Eternal Darkness.
I was
yeah.
going to say
That's what I
Eternal
was thinking too.
Darkness. Yes. and
Eternal Darkness
Fuck.
is tricky because of that original developer, but yeah.
Dragon Quest VIII. That is it. That is it. Bloodworth. That is it. That is the best pick. Can't beat that pick.
Similar to Dragon Quest. There's a lot of SquareSoft games. I'm just like, where
is
is this
Vagrant
game?
Story? Where
I'm
is
waiting
that?
for
Oh
Vagrant
my
Story. I'm
God.
waiting for the Parasite Eve games.
Where's Tactics?
Tactics
is coming.
Yeah.
Tactics is
Nvidia
coming.
Was that
doesn't lie.
NVIDIA Elite?
Parasite Eve.
Doesn't lie.
dude.
Brad, can you give us an update one day, like next Frame Trap? Can you have like
Go through the
list
list?
of NVIDIA games that have
That's a
yet
great
to
idea.
Sure.
be official?
Yeah.
Like, what's left on that? Like, we
Mhm.
need a
I'm
fucking update.
curious at this point.
Yeah, it's all coming true.
Yeah.
It's all happening.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 9's on that list, so
Hell
that's
yeah.
coming. But yeah, just a lot of those old PS1 Square games.
Great picks. Great picks.
Yeah, they said the ones I would have said.
Yeah.
Tactics for sure. Parasite Eve for sure.
Do Gabby or Dawn have any Isla?
They're busy.
Okay.
The other answer too is like PC stuff from like the middle period, like
yeah.
post DOS.
Yeah, keyword resistant.
I know.
Yeah, exactly. Like where you have like
Yeah.
you had the same thing that I had with Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, where it's like
Yeah.
you bought the game
Yeah.
on Steam
Yeah.
and it won't run unless you get a German crack
Yeah.
from some sketch website playing like crazy Euro tech.
That's
Yeah.
why I had to play Invisible War on Xbox.
Yeah.
Because the PC version just wouldn't work for me.
Yeah. Yeah, Max Payne, I cannot get to work on Steam, and I'm just afraid to download
Yeah.
things from some back alley forum.
It's generally fun.
It's
like
generally
go for it.
fine.
But of
it's
course,
like-
you don't want to. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
and
too
it's
much
like-
weird stuff going around.
Yeah.
Especially now.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like you kind of have to be like in the community to kind of like be in the know. Because if you're on the outside, like you don't trust these people. Like I don't know
Yeah.
who that is. But like you're with the people that you know, and you're like,
Yeah.
okay, like this dude's cool or whatever, and this is where they've got this thing going around, and then yeah, like you install some things. But if you're like not in those circles, it feels a little weird.
Totally.
The funny thing is, I actually ended up never fully digging into them after the troubleshooting. This happens to me sometimes on PC games. But I had the same thing pop up with Fallout 1 and 2. I grabbed them on a Steam sale. Immediately, I boot them up. Immediately, they're not. I can tell that it's not supposed to look like this. It's all
Yeah.
jacked up. And so then I went and got them off GOG
Nice.
because
GOG usually-
GOG versions
Yeah.
they had gotten to run correctly.
Fuck, dude, I wonder if Max Payne's
Yeah,
on the chain.
GOG actually-
No,
like,
not.
oh,
They
it's
do
not
the
on
effort.
there.
When you said that, that's the first reaction. I was like, look to see if it was on GOG.
Yeah, GOG
Blood's
does
always
the
looking out.
effort. They actually they crack it for you basically.
Yeah. I remember this was a while ago. I grew up with Commandos Behind Enemy Lines. I love that
Yeah.
series. I remember it works now, but I remember at one point I went to replay it like way long ago on like a more newer PC, and it was permanently at like quadruple speed. Like you couldn't please slow it down.
Yeah,
So you would click
'cause it's
move and your
tied to the-
characters
it's-
would just like zip around.
It's
like,
tied to the CPU.
yeah, yeah.
The
Hertz or
clock
whatever.
speed,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it
the
was
frame
insane.
pacing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it, I said the word frame pacing and I lost my count. 18 plus. Okay.
Great question.
Great question. Hope Beautiful Joe comes back.
Yeah, Beautiful Joe. I'm pulling for Beautiful Joe.
Mhm.
Wasn't
Yeah.
there a PS2 version with Dante?
Yeah, there
right?
was. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. They
And
did
that's not
port it
available
later,
There was a
yeah.
port.
But they put out like a Beautiful Joe 2 and then like a spin-off game
Hey,
too.
if No More Heroes came back, Beautiful Joe.
That's true.
Everything comes back.
But that's very specifically
Yeah.
Grasshopper.
Yeah.
Whereas like Beautiful Joe people like are off in all kinds of different directions.
Yeah. Resident Evil sucking up all the
A lot
air
of
in
those
the
guys
room.
aren't at Capcom anymore.
Yeah.
Resident Evil getting all the resources. Cool.
Great question.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, henshin to the go-go, baby. You guys have a good one.
Bye, thank you.
Love you. Love you. Love and respect. I love you.
Eleanor.
I love your Stone Donkey Kong. 10 out of 10.
I loved the earnestness of you even like stumbled. Love you.
Oh, yeah.
I love you. I love you. Bye.
Dude.
Love you. Bye.
Getting off the phone with your grandpa.
Yeah, it's like calling your
Love you, bro.
teacher Bob. Yeah. Oh my God. Not to out Brad here, but earlier he was eating a Reese's cup,
Mhm.
and he just walks down the hallway by himself to nobody. It was just like chocolate and peanut butter.
I was eating it. It was fucking delicious.
And I was like,
it was so good I had to sing about it.
I was like, what a lovely little tune.
It was so good.
So good, dude. Reese's Puffs, Reese's peanut butter cups,
Reese's
Reese's
Puffs are
big
kinda
cups,
Oh hell yeah!
Reese's everything,
Yeah, Reese's top tier.
Reese's Pieces. It's out of control. It's OP. I think it's the best. I think a Reese's
Nick
peanut butter
Gothic
cup.
is coming up next. Hop in that channel, Nick.
Yeah,
Nick.
someone. Where was that? Was that on Frame Trap or something? We were asking about favorite candy bars, and I said like Twix or Kit Kat. I honestly,
You changed it to something else.
I'm changing it again to Reese's peanut butter cups.
Okay.
Yeah. for
Once
sure.
they're done talking about candy, Nick,
Yeah.
we're here with Nick Gothic. Welcome
Nick.
on the
Hi, Nick.
air.
Hello, hello. This is Belgrade calling. I guess you can hear me.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
What do you got
Okay,
for
beautiful.
us?
Okay, beautiful. So I think a lot of members here know that I'm a huge fan of the demo scene because I can't stop talking about it. I'm a huge fan of that entire culture of hackers making like audiovisual programs, hackers making cracktros, colorful cracktros with chiptune music. They're making like trainers and keygens, and I'm just in love with the entire culture. And I guess I had like a twofold question. I guess like another one of them is like a fallback. My first question is, do any of you have like fond memories of trying like any of the demo scene demos, any programs, any sort of like audiovisual stuff that really wowed you when you played them on your computer or on whichever platform? And in the case you don't, I have a saucy question of, do you have any fond memories of ever cracking a game or just like illegally acquiring a game? And what was it like?
I remember downloading ROMs, I guess. Does that count? I don't think about cracking it necessarily. I didn't
Yeah.
have a computer until I was like late high school, so I didn't get to mess with a lot of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I was a degenerate hacker
Yeah.
as a kid. I was like software games. I would pirate, lots of stuff. Don't do it. And if I could, I would have bought them all. But I remember I've told this before, I think. But we were talking about. I remember in high school, like passionately talking about how we would never shoplift or steal. And then I realized I had like 18 grand worth of stolen software and a disc in my pocket. I was just like, oh wait. Oh yeah, I used to do that all the time. Even for, the most recent thing I had to crack was like I was just talking about Bloodlines, and I actually literally bought that. Steam just didn't make it work.
Yeah.
But yeah, I loved the demo scene and the kind of like weird pseudo sketch side of the internet back in the late 90s and stuff. I would definitely get into all that and like shareware and I remember I was big on Myst, obviously, and I don't remember where I got it, but I got this weird shareware called Pist, P-Y-S-T. Yeah, which was set on the Myst Island, except they'd opened it up to tourism, and it had been like trashed, so there was just like garbage everywhere.
So good.
It was so funny. I love all this kind of stuff.
Wow, you piqued my interest. I'll have to see that.
Yeah,
Pissed.
check out Pissed.
That's
I'm
hilarious.
sure. I don't know if it's any possible way of playing
That's
it,
funny.
but
I bet there's a YouTube video.
I'm
of it.
sure. Yeah, it was very simple. Oh yeah, there's a 27-minute YouTube video of it. Yeah.
I remember I bought like some illegal versions of games when I was on vacation in Japan for Dreamcast.
Oh,
right,
sure.
yeah.
Just like on a little street vendor.
Yeah.
And
Didn't
none,
realize it.
Dude.
none of them worked.
Oh.
I bought like 4
Oh,
of
that
them, and
sucks.
yeah, they just like
Yeah, I think some of my Japanese soundtracks, like I found out later because I was buying them off of eBay or whatever when eBay was new and I was just like getting to know the internet. Like I found out later that like a lot of them were actually like just like really high quality like pirated versions. You know, it's like they looked exactly like the real thing.
yeah.
But they didn't have the original label on them. They had their own little label that they were doing. They were coming out of Hong Kong or something.
Dang.
So like unfortunately, as much as you're into that scene, most of the words you were saying were like a complete foreign language.
Same,
to
same,
me.
same.
I was like, what? But the little bit that I did get into pulling stuff like from ROMs and stuff, like a lot of it was just like re-experiencing like old games
Yeah, ROMs.
that I didn't
like
have
Brad said,
access
I've done
to
ROMs so
anymore,
much.
right? And
Yeah.
so I had a friend like right after high school who was showing me some of that stuff, and so that's like when I went back and played through like a lot of the Commodore 64 stuff.
Nice.
So like played through like Maniac Mansion and played through Legacy of the Ancients again, and like a lot of that stuff. You know, getting back into it. But then the one,
That was on Commodore Legacy of the Ancients?
yeah,
So sick, dude.
it was on like IBM PCs and all that
Cool,
stuff
cool, cool.
then too. But yeah, that's the thing. Like back then, there were so many different PC platforms. But the one for sure that I had played that way that I had never even heard of before was another LucasArts game called Zack McCracken and the Alien
Oh, yeah.
Mindbenders.
Zach McCracken.
What a name.
Yeah, and it's just like this kind of like pulp sci-fi kind of like
Sick.
fun
Nick knew
thing.
what it was.
But my
Straight away.
my favorite part about it in Maniac Mansion, you like because it's one of those adventure games where like you find all this stuff and you put it in your inventory and then you figure out how to use it somewhere, right? There was this chainsaw, and we could never. It would just say, "Oh, it's out of gas," and so you go to the garage, you try to mess with the car. It's like, "No, I can't get any gas for the chainsaw. I don't know what to do with the chainsaw." You go to Zack McCracken. You're on Mars. You go into a locker room. There's a gas can. I think this is for a different game.
Holy shit.
No, dude.
I'm trying
What?
to think, Blood, because I did play these games. I did play these games on the C64 actually. I did play both Maniac Mansion and Zack, and Maniac Mansion predates like every single one of these games, and you
So
could
crazy.
beat it on your own. If you're insinuating that there is this codependency between any of these games, then Maniac Mansion definitely doesn't have it. But
Oh, it's not a
could guess it.
codependency. It's just a gag. It's just a joke.
I see. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I played both of them. And both of them are brilliant.
That's
Nice.
hilarious. That's so good.
Cool. Yeah, this question's pretty over my head. I don't know a lot of that kind of stuff. But
Yeah, I barely mod
Yeah.
games. Like, I barely mess with even like just simple
Yeah,
mods.
I
You know,
think
like
I
Max
looked.
Payne,
I
I
put
modded
some
the
simple
most.
mods on Skyrim just to like
yeah, I've
fix
done
the
that.
UI or something. Yeah.
When I play Final Fantasy 9 again on PC, I'll have mods to clean up those
They're
backgrounds.
remaking it, so you're fine.
I want to see the difference.
Okay, yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, great question though.
Beautiful. I guess I could close with like my experience. I guess my favorite experience was I had this little cousin who had a PlayStation in his home, and like being here, like in Serbia, which is just a generally poor country, and everybody pirates games. It was like very, very astounding for me to see like anybody who has like a PlayStation, and I would be so very happy being able to play with him. And we had a one of the earliest like 3D Spider-Man games. This was like before the Sam Raimi film, and I think it was
Oh
like
my
from
God.
like '99. It was like developed by Activision or something.
Yeah, Spider-Man PS1.
yeah, about the same time as when they were making like the Tony Hawk games. And this specific cracked copy, I remember, it came with a crack throw, complete, with all the like cyber graffiti artwork and chiptune music, and it also served as a built-in trainer. And I just really, really adored having that trainer. Like being a kid back then, being like 7 years old, literally, I just did not understand like what this thing was, but it did allow me to use cheats. It did allow me to like enter like a god mode or big head mode,
Sick.
or just like anything else that was just like a part of the wacky cheat setup of like all those like 90s era games that allow you for like they
Yeah.
allow you for like unlockable costumes and that sort of stuff, and I was like all over it. So that was just a really, really wonderful memory. And I guess that was like my first exposure to crack throws and just like the entire like cracking and demo scene in general. And as fate would have it, it would just like set me on this like path, this like many years long path where I would just like be like increasingly interested in the scene. And then now I'm a part of it. I'm part of like 2 demo groups, and it makes me very
Nice.
happy and very proud to be able to continue just like passing the torch to that scene. So that's
so
it.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. I love to
Mhm.
hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, and also, like around that same time, we had just played Turok a couple weeks ago, and like,
Yeah.
it wasn't a crack or anything, but just they had a lot of those similar kinds of codes. It's just like, here, You want to be invincible or whatever?
Yeah.
Here you go.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
Disco
Beautiful.
mode and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I wish we could have cheat codes back in games again. Yeah, thank you,
Heck
everyone.
yeah.
Yeah, it's very nice speaking to all of you. Peace and love and respect.
Love and respect.
Good to
hear
from
Thank
you.
you.
All right, we've got another one coming in. Who's next?
Got another thing coming.
Unexpected enemy, you're up. We'll get you in this Chanel. You now have the ability to be on air. Unexpected enemy. Unexpected enemy. We're awaiting you on the stage, the main stage. Welcome to the stage, Unexpected Enemy. That's a good drag name, actually.
Come on now.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
What?
Huh?
Ha ha ha.
Her friend came up with a drag name Kendall Gender, which is very funny. Blood, what would your drag name be? It has been a lifelong goal to see Bloodworth in drag. It'll never happen, ever. But it'd be funny.
Never say never.
Give us a lot of money. Maybe it'll
Yeah.
happen.
$90 he'll Halo jump in drag.
Halo jump and drag. Yes.
Yeah,
It's like a
$90,000.
breathing mask on.
Yeah.
Doing it.
Unexpected enemy, you there? You coming on board here? They've got to move in themselves,
Oh,
right? Or
okay.
do you move them in? Yeah, you're able to move in now.
Moving in. Has anyone seen the Michael Keaton film Pacific Heights?
No.
It's intense. It's like a landlord, renter.
Mm.
He's like a psycho tenant. It's crazy.
Have you seen the Michael Keaton film Multiplicity?
Absolutely.
I think I have.
Love multiplicity.
All right. Unexpected enemy. You're muted, but if you unmute, we should
There
be
you
able to
go.
hear you.
Excellent. What's up,
Hello.
unexpected enemy?
Aha!
Hello.
Hey, can everyone hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
sir.
Perfectly clear.
All right, great. I had a pretty simple question. Just with From Software finally returning to Armored Core, where do you think, I guess just going forward, like, will they revisit any of their older games or franchises? I don't even know if they own some of their older IP at this point, but I have a bunch in mind, but I'm just curious, like, where all of you are at with it.
I've been really hoping they would do Kingsfield again, specifically in
Yeah.
VR. I would love to see them tackle that, how they would do it nowadays.
Because it had Duracine.
Yeah, they did do that, yeah.
Yeah.
That would make sense, bro.
Mhm.
That'd be sick as hell.
Yeah, I remember playing like the first Kingsfield. Remember when we were talking about like
Oh,
the,
it's
the old stores that
Mhm.
like you could just like play anything?
Yeah.
That's the only time I played Kingsfield.
That was
That's
a
so
It was
long
like
game.
20,
I think here.
20, 40 minutes of that.
I
like
remember
a
at
store
Game
somewhere.
Trailers, Damiani had a copy on his desk for like a year.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And every time I'd walk over there, I'd pick it up and look at it.
It's at my house now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Sick.
I used it for the retro.
Nah, yes. Nice.
What was the GameCube one? Like Lost Kingdoms or something
There's
like that?
several.
Yeah, I was going to bring up Lost Kingdoms.
Oh, yeah, sure.
They-
Enchanted Arms.
They worked on this game when we were younger. It was like a lifetime ago. This game called Bloodborne. I would really like maybe one day
Oh.
they'll go back to that. It's really old. It's like this ancient game.
I don't think anyone liked that game. You don't need to do that. It's
Yeah, it wasn't very popular when it
Yeah.
came out. It like didn't win any awards really. So it's probably a one and done. But
What is it? Which one?
Bloodborne?
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
fine. It's not.
Oh,
worry
okay.
about it.
Well, then I won't worry about it.
What are your memories of Lost Kingdoms? Because I played that at a friend's place for a while. I remember it being kind of cool, but yeah.
I was going to say, like, Lost Kingdoms at the time, which is kind of ironic if you think about it today with how popular, like, card games are, or games where, like, cards are the commands or whatever.
Yeah.
Because that game was, like, both games, because there was a sequel as well that, like, I think they were maybe published by Activision at the time. I don't recall, like, exactly. But you had, like, the 4 face buttons on the controller, and you assigned cards to those, like, buttons. So, like, say a lizard with a sword on the card, it would be like a slash, like a physical attack on the field. So I thought it was like pretty cool and
That
just
sounds
different,
fun.
especially it was, I mean, they weren't, I think From Software's older games, like kind of got, like they didn't review very well. Like even the Kingsfield games at the time, like before Demons and Dark Souls kind of popularized all of it, like they scored fairly like low. And other than some, like my my brother and like message board forums at the time. Like no one was really talking about their games. So I've always found that interesting, kind of compared to today.
Yeah.
But and I thought like for when Wii U was out, or even Wii, I thought like maybe From Software would do like a Lost Kingdoms with the cards on the Wii U pad or something. Like you could slide the finger on the, I don't know, stuff like that would have been interesting.
Yeah. We're talking about things that like either remakes or just like talking about full playthroughs. Like it's a game that I've always been sort of curious about, but it like would be cool to like check out in a longer session.
No doubt.
Yeah, they had a lot of middle road games, I feel like, back then, especially. They weren't anything special, really. They pumped out a lot of games, though. Like, they did Enchanted Arms, I'm pretty sure. That's not great RPG. It's not good.
They did that? What the hell?
Yeah, they've done a lot of stuff.
Yeah, what were some others on your list that we might not have thought
Cookies
of?
and Cream.
Well, the one Brad brought up, Kingsfield, that was like one of my very first ones because I kind of grew up with the series with my brother. But like, I thought there was two games back during like the early PS4 and Xbox One generation. I was convinced From Software was going to do, just because, at that point I don't remember which Dark Souls was out. It was probably like coming off of 1 and 2 during that era. But I thought, and this is kind of a weird, not tangent, but like comparison, but when Microsoft, and I might not be remembering all of this perfectly, but when Crackdown 3 was coming out and they were kind of like talking about like the cloud technology with destructible environments, there was a Togi 1 and 2 on the original Xbox, and those games were like huge with destructible environments. So I was like, how are they not having a deal with like FromSoft or Microsoft? It's been wild to me that there hasn't been like an Otogi game since like the original Xbox generation. And then like what Brad said, like PSVR, I swore they were going to do like Kingsfield VR or something back on the original, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm maybe PSVR 2 at this point.
So sweet.
Yeah. Hopefully they're just now getting to Armored Core, which is like one of their most famous series. So hopefully they'll tackle some more, but they seem kind of just fine with doing new stuff right now.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all pretty similar. Like even Kingsfield, and you got like Shadow Tower, which is super similar. And all the Souls games, obviously, in Elden Ring. They like to have very similar themes, but just new IPs.
Yeah. I do think that, PSVR 2 is a lot better suited than the first one. So,
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Control-wise with everything.
Yeah, that'd be a great system seller.
I guess
some huge From Software like Kings. I'm like that day one, dude. Day one, I'd be like, yeah, I guess I'm buying a PSVR now to play that.
Yeah, I'd be all over it too.
Yeah. Cool. Anything else?
I think that was mostly my question.
Great.
I just wanted to thank you guys again because I've been following you for a while and just listening. I love just putting your streams and your podcast up while I grinding some game on the side. So,
Awesome.
Nice.
Thank you.
Hanging out, yeah.
Thanks so much.
Just thanks again for all the insight and everything.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Okay.
Take care, dude.
All right. Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
From Software, they make good games.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
All right.
Yeah.
Could be better.
Detenshi, you are up. Join the call when you are able. We are live with Detenshi. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hello, Detention.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfectly.
All right, hold on, let me kill Twitch right now.
Kill it.
Turn your radio down at home.
All right, my question's actually for Gabby.
Whoa.
Gabby, if you were to make a K-pop boy group out of the Allies, with you as the youngest member, what roles would the others play? I.e., leader, center, main rapper, main dancer, that sort of thing. And if you could, also have a unique intro for the group.
Here we go.
So, I mean, I don't think anyone can dance, right?
Not really.
I can dance.
We'll take some classes. Will be fun.
Okay, we can be trainees for a long time. Isla is leader and main singer, lead vocal.
Oh, yeah, that's a true one.
Blood is also Blood. You can sing, right?
Not really.
Oh, never mind. So then Brad. I know Brad can
Other
sing.
people's perspective may be different.
Okay. Brad is also main vocal.
Blood's a good rapper, though.
Yeah. Blood is lead rapper.
Don's also a good rapper.
Don is also.
This is true.
Don and Huber are also rappers.
Wow.
Okay, so we have two singers, two singers, 3 rappers. Damiani is also a rapper. And I'll be also main vocal.
Yeah, you
Okay,
and
cool.
I are maybe the most skilled singer.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to be a good singer to be main vocal, no shade. But but we are good singers. And I know Brad can sing. And our intro would be like, game on. Easy allies in me, da.
Oh, sick.
What are the personas? Like, isn't there like the tough one? The
Not
like.
really.
Oh, okay.
Not really.
Well, because Don would be the tough one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's true.
The enforcer.
I'd love.
Who would
to
you
do
have as
another
visual?
Battle of the Bands or karaoke or something? It just gets problematic streaming that stuff because of DMCA.
Wait, what's visual?
It's like,
Like Visual Kai, or
No,
is that different?
oh, sorry, someone spelled easy allies. Chat.
Oh.
Easy ally. Well, that's kind of it. What was the question?
Who would be visual?
What did you just
Visual?
say?
Oh.
Oh, visual is like the like quote unquote best looking one. They kind of don't have that anymore.
Even for the allies?
Exactly, because
Dawn.
they're all good looking.
It's Don. Don is
Dawn.
Yeah,
visual
Dawn is
and
main
enforcer.
visual. Visual.
Okay, cool.
He is a sight to behold. Absolutely.
This is a hilarious question.
Great question. Do like it.
Yeah.
Any follow-ups to Tenchi? Anything else?
No, that's it. I'm, sadly waiting your debut.
Give it time.
I kind of want to make this happen now.
Oh boy.
I kind of want to make us make like a high-effort K-pop like video.
Oh wait, did I say what I?
Do it. I'm waiting.
Vocals. And what? Macne?
Oh,
It's
oh,
youngest.
yeah.
Gabby's the youngest
be
just by default. You're visual too.
Thanks.
I always thought
We're all
so.
visual.
Yeah. Visual. Visual. I love that. Yeah. We'll have to like 30K fundraising goal, high effort K-pop style music video. Cuz it would cost a lot of money and it would be hard. And I'd have to write something. Yeah, we would have to write something.
High production.
Gabby
values.
would have to phonetically spell out Korean for us.
Yeah.
We'd probably do it in English, but
Well, no, we would do it like a K-pop song where
I'm holding
almost all the words are English except there's like a couple words of Korean. So we do it opposite.
Sticka. Awesome question, Detenchi.
Fantastic.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next up is Mo.
Mo.
Guts.
Mo is 3 for 3 now too. Hot Mike's veteran, first ever caller. Mo is coming into the Hot Mike's booth now. All right, so this is this one and one more, and then we've got to call it because we're at time. So once Mo moves on in,
Mosey on in, Mo.
mosey on in. Some of these answers for this Family Feud are very funny, and happened to get enough responses to make the cut.
Nice.
Excellent.
You're
Mo, is that
muted.
you?
What
You're
up, Mo?
muted.
Mo's muted.
You're Mo-uted.
Mooded.
Moated.
Mooded.
Getting punchy. Getting zesty here today. Can I just unmute you? No, I can mute you.
Yeah, you gotta unmute yourself, Mo,
Gotta unmute yourself.
if you're there. Maybe
Mo's
you're
gone.
AFK.
Well, they had to join.
They just went AFK.
Yeah, Mo's gone.
When you gotta
We're
go, you gotta
having,
go, blood.
we're having.
Oh,
Oh.
they're gone.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, something
there's
didn't
some
work.
their
tech
cat.
problems
Their
here.
cat
I know.
turned the computer
back.
off.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, there we
Oh.
go, Mo.
Yeah, we
Mo.
hear you, Mo.
You got it?
Yep.
Cool. Sorry about that. My internet's been a little wonky today.
No problem.
What up, Mo?
Doing good, doing good. Let me just mute my Twitch channel on my end. So for my question this month, we got Street Fighter coming out and Final Fantasy in the same month. So I figured I'd combine the two and ask
And
if
Diablo.
Square would ever put out a 2D fighter using the Final Fantasy cast from the entire series, who would you main?
Lightning.
They would do it, and they would put it on mobile.
Yeah. Probably Cloud. It's hard for me not to say Cloud. Maybe Clive,
Fair.
though.
I want Edgar with all of his crazy tools.
Oh,
Like
any
the-
party members.
the-
Okay.
Auto crossbow.
Yeah, the drill and the
Edgar
chainsaw
would be
and all of that
sick,
stuff. Yeah.
That would be cool.
Can I be Sora?
No, he's not.
No.
Maybe he might be DLC.
Yeah.
Yeah, season 1 DLC
Yeah,
character.
he could be DLC.
Definitely.
There we go. Just
Wait,
gotta
is it
wait a
Final
year.
Fantasy only or Square?
Final Fantasy.
It's
Oh,
supposed to be
oh,
Final
oh.
Fantasy.
Also, I would like to be a chocobo.
Oh, there's one in
That would be
5.
hysterical.
One's
Yeah.
Boko in 5 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do that. Vivi
love
would be
that.
cool too. Or
I'd go-
Steiner. Steiner would be sick.
Steiner.
Yuffie, dude.
Powerhouse.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Yuffie's
could be
great.
sick.
Yep.
Kane.
Kane's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cecil.
Tifa
Any
would
of
have
them.
some sick combos.
Mm-hmm.
She'd be the poster child for the
Yeah.
game. She's
Oh,
on
for
cover.
sure, for
Yeah.
sure.
Can you imagine though, like a fighting game with a dragoon just jumps off the screen?
Mm-hmm.
Like, where is he?
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's like maybe like a cursor on the ground going back and forth, and you're just trying to stay out of the zone.
That'd be
And
actually
then
a
it's
sick
like
mechanic.
boom, gotcha.
Reminds me of Quan Chi like teleporting through the ground.
Yeah.
DS.
Laguna from 8 could be cool. Having like the machine gun and stuff.
Oh,
That'd
yeah.
be sick.
Barrett, of
Oh,
course.
yeah.
Yeah, Barrett.
Oh,
yeah.
Barrett.
Too many to choose.
Ranged filth, though.
Oh, Barrett's definitely a zoner, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
You could have Tella in there, but you would input the commands for his moves, and like there's a dice roll of whether he remembers the spell or not.
Oh,
Heck yeah. I love it.
jeez.
That sounds so fun.
yeah, dude.
Or Blood for his super move. If he does it and it doesn't kill you, it kills him instead because he uses all of his power.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's like you try to use like a basic fireball or something, and he accidentally remembers Meteo, and like, oh, there it is.
It's very jolly.
I think Palm, is that their names? Trying to remember
Yeah.
from 4. If they're like switch characters, you switch in and out between them.
Sure.
That'd be really cool.
Brett, I would only be Cloud if they had the taped Buster Sword.
They probably won't.
DLC.
Maybe. maybe
When
DLC.
Sora comes
yeah,
in,
maybe
they-
his
they
outfit
throw it in
from
there.
there. Yeah.
Oron,
you
Oron
wouldn't
would be
unless
pretty
they had
sweet.
Orin? Yeah. Orin would be
Make
sick.
Oh,
a
he would be
stand,
good.
Brad.
Yeah, Oran's probably my main.
Yeah, Orin's tight. Absolutely.
Dude, shout out to Orin.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Bosch would be sick. So would Balthier, of course.
Yep.
Any of those two.
Oh, yeah. Or Fran.
Fran would be great.
Pretty much
yeah,
everyone
she's
but
awesome.
Vaughn.
And then we gotta have like
I don't want to be
Pretty
Pinello either.
basically we need to have like Magicite in there, like be like the Pokeballs in
yeah.
Smash Brothers.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That
All
would
for
be
the
good.
summons. Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be a great
That would be
idea.
good, yeah. Or Materia or something. I don't know.
Yo, ask me this in like a couple months. I'm probably gonna say Clive.
Yeah. I have
For
Ross
real.
Clive looks like he's going to have some crazy moves, so
Mhm.
that makes sense.
Mhm.
Yeah, I had Dissidia on PSP or Vita.
It was
PSP?
first.
I had Dissidia on PSP and I played it like once or twice because it was just so overwhelming. I was like, dude, what is
Right.
even going
You're like
on?
flying around on it.
Big old
yeah.
Yeah.
crazy
It's
3D
weird.
space, yeah.
it's weird.
Insane game.
I
would
actually
like it
really
just-
liked this video.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only played it for a little bit, but it was definitely, an interesting take on a fighting game, to
Yeah,
say the
for
least.
sure. Unique for sure.
Yeah.
Sick.
Sick.
Yeah, good question.
Great question. Thanks so
All right.
much, Mo.
Thanks for answering. No problem, guys. Keep
Take
up
care,
your
dude.
work, and hope I'll see you guys next month.
Yes, sir.
See you then. Thanks for
Yeah,
calling.
thank you.
in.
Talk about
Peace.
Clive.
Bye. All right, our final caller is RF Switch.
All right.
Nice.
Switch.
RF, have you been the last one every time? I think RF
RF's
might be
been
3
here
for
every
3,
time.
Yeah.
Plans it out.
I'm glad you sorted out. There was some kind of weird access It was Gabby's fault.
It's about access.
Gabby accidentally banned RF.
Oh.
Kind of, she did, I guess.
Wow.
Access.
By accident. But RF's getting in there. There we go. How you doing, RF?
I'm still a little emotional. I was kind of frustrated with what happened.
Oh, is this about foam stars or whatever?
No, about being able to get in to call in.
Oh, okay. It was about foam
Autism,
stars.
it happens. Anyways, my question is, if you're a magic user, like a wizard, a warlock, witch, or whatever, what would your familiar be and why?
Ooh.
Oh. I'd have a sick owl for sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
you-
dang
like
it.
that. You
I like
absolutely
owls
would.
too.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, good long range vision, night vision, you know, able to swoop in silently and like grab something from a distance.
Yeah. I think of Symphony of the Night, just the sword that spins around, dude. Just
Yeah, I like that
that's pretty
sword.
sick.
Awesome. I'd have a mouse in my pocket.
Oh, Dragon Quest 8?
Yep.
You name it Munchie?
Yep. And the mouse could talk. We could talk. So
And
we'd
breathe
be
fire.
buds. Yeah. We'd be best buds.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean, owls are really good. Or a raven.
Yeah,
Like a
ravens.
talking bird of some kind, but like a goth bird.
Isla, do you like a
A
Tachi?
vulture?
Yes.
Excellent. Of course.
What answer would please you? I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course. I'm
Anything
very
to shut
pleased.
you up.
I'm very
So-
pleased.
Also, I love Turgle. I mean, Turgle's a human, like a entity, but Turgle.
From Star Wars?
Yeah,
Oh,
Turgle
okay.
is the best.
Hey, Cal? Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, he's like a person, so you can't have a person as a friend. Actually, though, speaking in vampiric terms, you do have a person like Guillermo from What We Do in the Shadows. That'd be pretty fun.
Just have an underappreciated.
Yeah, just the dude. No,
Just
animals
string
only
along
though.
for 50 years.
Yeah, maybe a wolf would be pretty sick. You want something you can take around.
I mean,
Dire
animals or creatures, it doesn't really matter so long as it's not a person or an inanimate object. Although
yeah.
Guillermo sitting on your shoulder would be kind of funny.
An inanimate object though, like a sentient object,
Yo,
pretty good.
When you were talking about the sword, I thought of Roger Rabbit, the singing sword.
Oh yeah,
Love that
I
thing.
love the singing sword.
Hey, if you're gonna bring cursed weapons into this, like that's a whole other question.
Yeah, it really is.
It's funny when you talked about talking objects. The first thing that came to my mind was like Beauty and the Beast,
Oh
Heck
yeah,
the teacup and stuff.
Yeah.
yeah. I'd say like a bird, like a talking bird for sure. Maybe like a cool bird, like some weird freaky bird. I don't know.
Dodo bird.
I'd have
like
to
a
look into
like
it.
a harpy eagle.
A harpy?
Harpy eagle.
Harpy's arisen.
Harvey's right.
Oh, can I have a pawn? From Dragon's Dogma?
Only Huber's pawn.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure Jason Wishnov is the only one allowed to have a pawn.
Pawn Storm. I'll have Jason as my familiar.
Sick. Any others? That is it.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Nice.
Great question. All right.
Good question.
Yeah, that's a fun one.
All right.
All right,
I believe
that'll
that is
do it, I
it.
think.
Yeah.
That's
Thanks,
it for
RF.
today's
Thanks,
session.
Thanks to everyone
you
who
so much.
called in.
Yes, thank you, everybody.
This is Hot Mike's Easy Allies radio call-in talk show for $10
$10 a night.
Dollars.
Correct.
a month on Patreon.
I do the same thing. I was looking
Yeah.
The contributor tier.
Yes. Thank you, everyone, for contributing.
Oh, wait, RF, what was yours?
They're gone.
Oh,
Well, she's in chat.
Posted in
Okay.
Sorry, we forgot to say yours. What is yours, RF?
Well, that.
They could say it in chat, and then I'll...
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, let us know, RF.
To fill time, shout out to Mountain Lion P77. 3 kits. They had 3
What the
babies.
fuck are you talking about?
Nice. I was tracking that on the news like a couple months ago. I didn't know.
No,
that
this
there
is
was-
just like now they just
wasn't
in
the-
Thousand Oaks.
But the P77 or whatever has been a mountain lion in the wild for like a while, right?
You're thinking
Hers
about
would be a
P22.
bearded
I think.
dragon named
P22
Peanut
recently
Brittle.
passed away. but
That's right.
Yeah, they had a big memorial service for him. He
That's
lived in the
right.
Hollywood Hills.
Got it. But now P77.
P77 just had 3
Sick.
kittens or cubs or whatever you want,
Awesome.
whatever you call them for mountain lions.
RF's would be a bearded dragon named Peanut Brittle. That's very good.
right.
I love
Nice.
Very
that.
specific.
Dragon.
Bearded dragon. You know, you've seen those before?
Yeah.
They're kind of similar to iguanas.
Sick.
Yeah, it's like a lizard.
Yeah.
Big old lizard.
Were you thinking of like an actual beard on a dragon?
I mean, they kind of.
I know.
Do.
No,
Yeah,
it's
Yeah.
just like Smaug dude with a beard.
yeah.
Full beard.
Yeah.
Nice. And now the real
Alrighty.
closing.
Yes. Thank you again, everyone, for contributing on our contributor tier and calling in to Hot Mics, the Easy Allies call-in show. We will be back here in about
2 hours.
2 hours.
Yeah.
We're
yeah.
filming
Hour and a half,
something and
2
then
hours
we
somewhere
have-
in there. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll be doing a little
We got the-
family feud.
And we got the betting special results from
Thanks, special
PlayStation.
results.
Yes.
And then we got a little game that we'll play if we get through all of that and still have time.
Yeah, we'll
yes.
probably go live at 6 for the betting special results. I don't think we need to start early because
No, it'll be really fast.
I mean, well,
It's
yeah,
gonna
we'll
be
see.
fast.
they're fast
Okay.
and we need to fill.
yeah, it's very fast.
Yeah. I don't know. I honestly have no clue how long Family Feud will go. It could go forever or we could finish it in 40 minutes. I have no idea.
Right.
I'm on whatever letter S is. I'm on that number of columns of answers, and it goes into double letters.
Nice.
It goes to BA. So that's what is that? That's what's 26 times
B,
2?
B, 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 B.
No, it's AAABAC. What's 26 times 2? That'd be 52. So there are 53 rows, and I'm on whatever S is. So,
Getting
yeah, This is taking much longer than I wanted it to. I might stop doing 8 for every category or something.
It's all good.
All
fun.
right.
All right. See you in a little bit, everybody.
We'll see you in 2 hours, everyone. Love you. Bye.
Bye.